Hey.
Good evening, everybody.
Seems like we just were here yesterday.
Yeah, that ain't nothing new.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, what a day. So, looks like we got I got the new yard, but I've got to go. I got everything in the truck. I got the bees closed down. They're in the bed of the truck. I got the stand, the nuke boxes, the nukes, everything ready to go over there. And now,
got them in the shade.
Well, it's South Carolina. There's no shade anywhere. They're underneath the big oak tree in my pickup truck, in the back of my truck.
That'll work.
Be my luck, somebody steals the truck tonight with $1,000 worth of bees and $1,000 worth of equipment in the back. And, but hey, they'd probably bring it back when they realized bees were in the back when they went to go unload it. So we just out there in the heat today. That's it.
Hot. It was definitely hot today.
Was that your phone or mine?
Yours was beeping, mine was vibrating.
I just heard boom. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn mine down. All right, cool. So hey, did I tell you that Rob Rhett Vet called me? He had bought a case of honey from me, and he lives out in Arizona, like out in Arizona, not near the city type Arizona, desert Arizona. He's a cattle rancher. And so they went down to the post office and picked up their case of honey and went to go get breakfast. And they went into this diner, one of those diners where everybody knows each other and everything. He said out of the 12 bottles, 11 of them got used right there at the at the diner. So he took one bottle out of the case home. The rest of them were at the diner. He said he took one of the bottle. They took one of the bottles of the Walmart honey outside and shot it with 357.
Now we need video of that.
I know. I tried to get him to do it, but he called me after the fact. So we have to maybe get a recreation video.
Yeah, we may have to send him another bottle of some cheap stuff to shoot.
So he said that we might get an order from that diner. So they said they were having it on their biscuits this morning. It was good stuff. So,
see, do we have Earl in the chat here tonight or not?
Oh, Earl's there. I'm sure Earl's there.
We got another Virginia beekeeper in the room tonight. I believe it's the first time in here. The struggling beekeeper, Mark. I believe that's Cottrell.
Oh.
He's in Virginia also.
Yeah, he's got a nice channel. If y'all haven't subscribed to Mark Cottrell's channel, he's got a nice channel. I watch his stuff when it's posted up. Hey, Silver Gorilla. I guess we got to say hi to everybody. William, the Texas Beekeeper, Silver Gorilla. Hey, Mark. Oh, West Virginia. He's in West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Rhonda. Steve, Jim, Fermana. And so, yeah, it's been a busy day. You had a hard work day, I bet.
Yeah. Past several days, I hadn't been in the crane. I've been on dirt equipment with open cab, no AC, out in the middle of limestone fields.
But
So it's a little bit warm.
They should feel happy. After my shower, I put some beard balm in, looking all squared away for our viewers. Phil, I was just trying to show you I could say Fermana.
You got to get that rolling R in there. Fermana.
Fermana.
Really, I'm not sure. I was just taking a guess.
See, when you speak German, it's like in the back of the throat. So it's like. But, yeah, so what's on the agenda tonight? I know we got a giveaway to do.
Yeah.
And a re-register, right?
Re-register. Oh, yeah, for next
week's giveaway. And if y'all are not familiar with what's in the giveaway, it's a wood pulp trap, swarm trap, 2 ounces of Swarm Commander. Those 2 items right there are worth $50. And then the 16-ounce Honeybee Gone and a 16-ounce Beekeeper's Choice feeding supplement right there. All of those things are one prize pack. We're doing one giveaway a week. This is number 2. I guess by now, Mark probably should have got his. He probably should have got his.
I know the Daydance Smoker and Hive Tool that I sent out to Peter Gunn, he got that yesterday. He sent me an email saying he received it.
Earl, please predict that I win, right?
Phil said we got to keep practicing.
Hey, I'll just have to say, top of the morning to you. It's not morning there. It's middle of the night. I can't even believe you're
I believe it's
watching, Phil.
I think it's about 1 o'clock in the morning there right now.
Or as if you're being sick. Fermana. I just got to do it like I'm Sean Connery. We'll go ahead and throw the link out there tonight so I can get it pinned up on my channel over here when it comes up. Let me see. I'm going to go to my channel, pin the message. There we go.
I'm going to pin that in my channel also. At the top of the chat, you'll see a pinned message. You can click that link and come into the stream if you'd like.
I'm dragging tonight. I felt good all day. I actually put out that video, but just tired now. The heat
will drain you.
We're gonna damn near hit triple digits this week. We're at like 98 one day this week.
We hit 92 today. I didn't look to see what the heat index was. Let's see.
Well, you can hang out at my channel where the cool kids are, Jim. Just kidding. The cool kids table.
7 o'clock at night, and it's still 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, my computer's saying 82, but it's supposed to get. Let me see.
Showing 90 heat index. It feels like 98.
We're gonna have. Oh my goodness! Hey
there, Sarah.
Hi, everybody.
Good to see you. Oh yeah. And you did it right.
Jumping in.
There's no echo. Good job. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, happy belated birthday for sure. And you're the first female on the show. Yay! Well,
I should get a prize.
Actually, you are
what we can hear.
I guess. Wait, but you're the first female we can hear. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, I've been busy.
Really?
I had 4 swarms. They were my own on Mother's Day. And another swarm on my birthday, was about 7 miles away. I was working in my bee yard, and the guy comes walking over. Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Right.
But he says, I have a huge swarm of bees in my
So like this
yard.
big.
So I said, okay, we'll be there. We're going to go get them. Well, by the time we got there was just a tiny swarm, but it was still a queen. So we caught the queen, and I put the swarm in a box yesterday, and they're still there.
Oh, good. That's a good thing. I was at the bee store today, and I don't know. I guess I'm at the bee store too often when I'm running into the same people that are coming back to the bee store, and I'm there. I'm probably there too much. But I was in there, and this guy that I had met a few weeks ago was in there, and he was talking to the lady behind the counter. He said, "Hey, do you know anybody that wants this swarm? I caught it in my swarm trap, but I'm just out of equipment, and I don't have anywhere to put it in." I said, "Yeah, I'll take that swarm." So he's got to work. He works the evening shift, but he's gonna box it up, and then I'm gonna go get it from him. So
That's awesome.
and there went William just
Well,
that quick.
Did I scare him off?
Sometimes he don't have
internet.
the best internet.
Oh yeah, technical difficulties.
They kind of in and out on him sometimes. He'll
Well,
be back.
and I can't see the chat, so I'm kind of
Yeah, we cheat. We've got multiple monitors, so we can watch it on the screen. But both of our streams go into one chat on the side that we can watch it. It's just a little bit delayed here. Are you going to stay with us this time, William?
I think my internet's okay.
all
you're-
right.
You're in Georgia, right?
Yeah. I came a little bit closer just for this live chat. Figured maybe the internet wouldn't take as long to get to me.
Yeah, he flew all the way across the United States just so he would be on a good
I
internet.
figured I'd be right in between Earl and Bob, maybe here, and or Lee and Bob, and maybe the internet wouldn't be as bad. I don't know.
Catch a little bit from both sides, huh?
No, I was trying to get the chat to show up on StreamYard, and then I hit the chat button, but then all I could see was the chat, and then I hit done, and done was like done for StreamYard, not done for looking at the chat.
I'm surprised they don't. Why can't people on the stream see the comments? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I can hit chat
my
and I
first
can
time.
see them, but then I'm afraid to do it now because when I tried to get out of that, I closed the whole thing down. So I don't know.
Now, if we put a message in the private chat, they can see that.
Right. But I mean, just the regular comments coming in off the feed.
Right, I can't see everybody in the chat.
I could see it for a minute. I'm gonna try it again, but I'm probably gonna. So there's private chat, but then you can hit comments as well.
Yeah, that's the comments are the
Yeah, so I can
the
see
chat.
them. Silver said hello to Houston, and then somebody's in West Virginia. Somebody's saying hi to Lee. So I'm seeing them, but I can't see you guys now. And this may just be an iPad thing. Now I'm gonna hit this, and okay, I'm still here.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Apple.
Hey, he
Apple
just taught me
problem.
something. I thought we could only
I
see
bet
it
it-
unless we flash it on there.
I bet if I was on a computer, I could pull it up at the same time or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe
It might be easier on the
anybody
computer.
else using an iPad maybe could do it and just not.
Well, like for me, it's a little bit easier. I have 3 monitors here, so I got one thing on each.
All right, so here's a public service announcement from the stream team. If I can get it to show up. They're going to do their stream on Thursday night this week and not Wednesday.
Okay.
So everybody that watches the stream team, which is pretty much everybody here, I think.
Yep.
They'll be on Thursday night.
I always try to catch it.
Well, we plan our week around it, right? So we don't do Wednesday because that's when they're on. But every other night of the week is free game for us.
Yeah.
I can just pull it up on my phone. Now I can read the chat.
Now you can read
Oh,
the chat.
hey, there you go.
Yeah, just turn my volume
So-
all the way down on my phone.
Let's see.
Is my sound okay?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
sound
sound
fine.
good. I don't know if you want to see my messy desk, but it
Yeah,
makes
see,
it a
that's
little bit
probably-
easier with multiple.
Yeah, that's probably more efficient there.
Oh, I know mine's messy, and my
That'd be a pain in
camera's
the
not
butt
long
to take
enough.
through TSA though. I think that would hold me up a little bit.
Yeah, so I got 1, 2, and 3 over there. My camera cord's not long enough.
My iPad makes me look pink most of the time, and that's because I broke my screen and then had it repaired at the mall, I think, because my front camera doesn't do that. But my
Just the back one.
yeah, this camera does real bad. It's like it can't get the white balance right or something. Because sometimes, like right here, I'm okay.
Well, good luck on your speaking engagement tomorrow, Brian and
But
Greg.
right here, I'm really pink.
Where are you guys speaking at?
Yeah, I was about to ask too. Is that going to be recorded? No way. Maybe we can all go watch it.
That's right. We will show support because we are no life beekeepers and we have nothing better to do but watch beekeeping videos 24/7.
Hey, it's Tuesday Night Live. Friday night's no life.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. Sorry. That's the no, or any other night other than Tuesday is the no life beekeeper chat.
Pretty much.
So you caught 4 swarms on Mother's Day,
Yes, they were all from my own hives.
and so what do you got coming
It's
up?
on my website, and I put it on my YouTube channel too, part of
All
a
right.
video.
What's your website? Because I don't have it.
sarahshappyhives.com. It's on my t-shirt. What? Hang on. Almost
Apostrophe
dropped my
S?
phone.
You can't put
No,
you
just
can't do that on a website, right? Happy. What am I thinking?
no apostrophe.
Hives.com. Oh,
Yeah,
here's your website.
Just a short video of me scooping bees into a box.
This sounds like all my YouTube videos.
It was the best Mother's Day I've had. It was exciting.
But like you said, even if it is your own swarm, you got to work with the bees.
Hey, and it multiplied my yard too. I mean,
There you go. You mind
Just
if I drop a
because-
link to your channel in the chat for everybody?
that would be great. Thank you. I'm still making friends with this camera.
So you've got an adopt a hive feature.
We're kind of working on that. It's more like host a hive. I have 2 yards. It's a funny story. The lady that hosted my first yard, I had a beekeeper sticker on my car, and I was at the grocery store, and she came up and she said, "You're a beekeeper? I have a field of flowers, and I need some of your bees." And I said, "Okay, great." At the time, though, I only had 1 hive, and I was thinking, I can get these next year, get them going good, and it happened. And there's 2 hives in her yard now.
That's when I turn all Winnie the Pooh and I'm like, think.
Yes.
How can I get more bees? Think. You know, yeah. So that's kind of what happened with this new yard that I'm setting up. That the lady came to buy honey from me. She's like, "Oh, we've got 256 acres down this way, and I've got 18 acres over this way." And I said, "Well, if you ever think you want some bees on there, just let me know." She said, "Oh yeah, you could bring some bees down there." And it turns out that they're on one, we call it Sumter Highway, but it's a 4-lane road. On one side is their 18 and a half acres. And on the other side, about a block across from that, is a big strawberry field.
Well, those strawberries are going to be very happy.
Well, the problem is it's kind of a gamble right now because they use fungicides.
Oh.
But I talked to the guy that runs the place today. He said, but the state law is they can't spray during the day. So they can only spray overnight. And so it's going to be
okay.
We're going to see. We'll find out. I'll sample it with a small sample, 5 nukes, see how they do. If they start waning, I'll just pull them all back and bring them back to the house or move them to their 256 acres that's further out in the woods.
I'll cross my fingers, eyes, and toes for you. That's going to be awesome.
We're going to look at that dry cut channel up there.
Yeah, Texas beekeeper said he couldn't find it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying to promote my channel. I think he watches my videos all the way through for some reason.
I was watching your trap out. That's a good video.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to do one yet, but if I ever do, I'll refer back to that one.
They had just a couple bees in that tree.
Yeah, I've done a couple trap outs. I prefer to just smoke them out, but sometimes there's so many holes in the tree It's just not feasible because you have to physically plug the holes to get enough smoke in there to run the queen out. It takes a lot of smoke to run the queen out.
And when
it's
you
much
think you have them
easier
all
to-
plugged up, you still don't have them all plugged up in most cases.
Exactly. So it's easier to just take like a filter membrane and just blanketly cover a whole entire area of the tree, and it's still getting oxygen, you know what I mean? But the bees can't come and go. So it's
Right.
much quicker than sealing up holes with like caulk or foam or something that's gross and left in the tree. And I just, you know, if it's a tree like that, I just trap them out. It's fine. It works.
Well, and the bees can chew through the foam, right?
They do. They chew through spray foam. I've done, man, it seems like maybe even more than half of the removals that I've done, like somebody's put spray foam there before I got there.
Well,
they don't realize that.
I've done it as I've put spray foam on it, but telling the person, like it was in a cinder block column, and it was at a church, and they wanted them gone. I said, look, this is temporary.
Yeah.
It'll keep them out temporarily, but you need to fix this, or they're going to go right back. And
even if you discourage the bees at that time from coming and going, mice and other things chew foam too, and if they can make a cavity, they're going to make a cavity to get in there for that rotten stuff that's left in there, and it'll get occupied again eventually. Some guys will take
opportunistic.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it? Like steel wool and like those little scrubber deals, and put them in the hole first, and then do like a foam so it's harder for stuff to chew through.
Or tinfoil might.
Yeah. So that could possibly work as well. But
We got Phil from Northern Ireland.
and some people will actually try to use the colony to rob out the space that
Hey guys.
Phil.
the bees
Hey,
from
Phil.
as well.
Is that
Hey,
the
Phil.
Fermana?
That's me.
Yeah, usually anytime
Hermana.
after I do any cutout or removal or trap out, I always put a honey robber or honeybee gone in there, hopefully to keep anything from trying to come back. But I try to make sure everything's sealed good also.
Yeah,
I
love cutting bees out of trees. I love doing that because then you get all the comb.
Right.
I got a call
You get to
Sunday
see
for
what they
a
build.
swarm, and when I got there, they were about 40 foot up in a tree and had a power line maybe 1.5 or 2 foot from the opening of the hive. And they said it looked like 2 basketball sides flew out of it over a house. I couldn't find them, but the original hive, they were still there, but I just couldn't get to them with a power line. Looked like William froze up on us.
Oh, look.
No, he's there.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I was doing today.
Bottling honey.
Yeah, I haven't put the labels on yet, but
I've got some in the warmer.
it's
That I
that
have to bottle?
stinky, fruity pebble taste, and oh, it's so good.
The dandelion.
I think it's dandelion. I really do.
Clover, I think, is a little bit darker. So probably
Well,
dandelion.
They're working on it. I checked. What day was that? Sunday. I checked, and they're still working on the cap-ins.
Well, I was depressed this morning when the county came and trimmed all the roads and in between the medians of the
Thanks,
roads.
Silver Gorilla.
I was depressed because all that crimson clover that grows in the medians and everything, they just mowed it right on down.
I would have cried too. Yeah.
So
Where are you at, Sarah? Are you in?
I'm in Indiana.
Indiana. Okay. Do you guys have a lot of blackberry right now, or?
I have a whole mess of blackberry in my backyard, actually.
Because sometimes that kind of has a fruity flavor as well.
Well, and right now they're not blooming.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just about ready to start, but they're not.
I'm in Oklahoma, and last week was pretty wild for the blackberries. They were on them pretty heavy. We had rain like the week before, and so the blackberries were doing really good. I love the taste of blackberry honey.
I know I got some last year, and it was really good.
that's one thing that I have to master is like the seasons, right? Like you watch Bob Binney, and he knows, okay, well, these 2 weeks, we got to pull all this honey out because it's going to be time for sourwood honey. I'm like, how do you even know that? I mean, I'm just, it's just like
One day, that's
when
what I
they're full, I pull
aspire.
them. where
I
they're full
aspire
and
to be
pulling.
one of those beekeepers that can just taste the honey and tell you where.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from that field over there.
Sticks his hive tool in. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's that mountain laurel. That tastes nasty.
Yeah.
You know?
You can do a spreadsheet like I have. What I do generally, whenever I see something blooming, whether it's the beginning of the month, middle of the month, or the end of the month, I'll mark down on an Excel spreadsheet what's growing, what's blooming, when it's starting, when it's stopping.
Now
That way,
see,
the following year, at least I have about a week or two kind of idea of when something's about to start.
you guys thought I was the no-life beekeeper. He's the other way. Sorry, I was pointing at Sarah.
I'm OCD.
You can't be misgendering people these days, Bob. It's
Oh my
Well,
goodness. You'll get
and I
so
forgot
much trouble.
everything's reversed, so I'm looking at Sarah's to this. Well, to my right, but she's
Yeah,
actually on my left on the screen.
See, yeah.
And
You're
then
that way.
Phil invited us all to Northern Ireland to sit in his hot tub and watch his goldfish.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
My grandmother kissed the Blarney Stone. I can't remember what year she went, but
Well, I
she
haven't done
passed
that
in
yet, so-
'97. But it had to be early '80s. She went.
Phil,
We have some Irish in our family,
Doesn't everybody from USA have Irish in the family?
especially on St. Patrick's Day.
look who we got here.
Well, I got to
Irish
thinking about it
family
last
got
night,
around.
Phil. My mom's name, her last name, maiden name is Riley. Well, originally it was O'Reilly's from Ireland, but once they moved over here, they dropped the O in one of the L's and went from O'Reilly to Riley.
See, now we know. Lee's family actually owns O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they
That's
just
how it
dropped
has
the
all
O
that.
off of it. That's how he's got all that stuff and can order everything.
Yeah.
I wish.
see.
If that was the case, I wouldn't be going run a crane every day.
Well, you're running the crane to pick up your guys' some money and move your guys' money from truck to truck so you can go buy some more stuff. We know how it is, dude. The gig's up.
That would be
Try
nice.
to fool us. The gig's
Time
up.
is honey. What's going on, brother?
It's hot in Texas.
Hey,
Hot
Rich.
here too, bro. Very
Yeah.
hot.
We're supposed to have it's record heat all week. Record heat. It's 100 in San Antonio today. 90, 98, 99 out here in the country.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit 98 on Friday here, and then 95 on Saturday with rain.
Yeah,
We hit a balmy 15 here.
15.
Yeah.
What
Let's
is
see.
it, Bob?
In Celsius, that's what?
Well, I think 26 is like 80.
That would be 59 degrees
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Hey, but the bees would be flying.
No, because it rained.
Oh, yeah, that would be my luck too. Hey, it's warm enough for the bees to fly. But it's going to rain today, so they're going to stay home
It
anyway.
rained all day.
Hey, Houston.
So, what you been up to, Rich?
Working,
Work.
man. Work.
And
Yep. Supporting my addiction to bees.
that's pretty much the same for me too.
Yeah. Go out and work in the heat. Buy more bee equipment.
Working to heat some more to buy more bee
Yep.
equipment.
Yep. Well, one of my clients I recently went and did an estimate for, they have a ranch out here and they have some bees. They're like, hey, you want to come get these bees off our property?
Hell
Have
yeah!
'em. I was like, I'll take
Yep.
3 bees. And what they told me, and they're like, we run equipment next to these bees all the time. We've never been stung, nothing. I'm like, okay, so that's a good sign that they're.
Are they on your? Are they at your house yet? I would have littered
No.
them up right in the truck.
Nah, I got to.
They would have never made it. He wouldn't have had a chance to second guess himself.
Yeah, I got to go down and get him. It's a couple hour drive, and I'm gonna have to do it overnight. For sure.
All right.
Move up. Yeah.
Take a red light.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do the removal during the day. Get him set in the nuke and get everything set for him. Remove all the comb. Let him orient to the new box, and then move him. I'll probably stay down there a couple days to do
Really?
it.
Oh, so he wants his equipment. He just doesn't want the bees.
It's a cutout, huh?
Pretty much. He said it's like they got this trailer, right? And it's
Oh, okay.
outhouse kind of, and it's between like a vent and a door or something. They're like, all you gotta do is pull that vent off, dude, and you'll have access right to the colony.
That's
Oh,
an
okay.
adventure.
Yeah.
I thought it was like he had bee colonies and he didn't want them anymore, and you're like, I'll
Nah.
take them.
No, he said they had some construction done on their property, and he's like, the construction guys, the contractors left this trailer here, and these bees moved in. It's like they
Yes, it is, Rhonda.
said they've moved out a couple times, but the colony that's been there has been there for a few years now. So I'm like, okay, well, that's that's a strong colony. Then if it's over
you
winter,
If you didn't film it, it'd never happen. That's all I'm saying.
Always have your GoPro on you.
Or your phone. You'd be iPhone and you'd be like Dirt Rooster. I've got this 37-foot bee colony underneath the double wide trailer I'm taking out.
yeah. I haven't had
Let's
any
see.
calls like that. I put my name in with some pest control guys here. Like, hey, if you got bees, let me know. I'll kill them. I'll come get them.
Let's see. I get bee fever. It's like buck fever. I think I'm filming what I'm seeing, and I didn't push record.
Oh, nice.
You could be like my old lady. She'll be recording something, and when my youngest one's running down the football field, she'll follow him, but the camera's still aimed at the other end of the field.
Hey, Gummo. Hey, I'll tell you what. My problem is I'll start filming something, and I'll be doing it, and then the GoPro would just like beep, 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 and shut off. And it's like I'm in the middle of doing something now. I'm not turning the camera back on. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, go back around there and hit it. And so a lot of footage I film never makes
that's
it.
because
to
you're
the
off
the
selling
stream.
honey to somebody.
Yeah, all the time. If I'm out in the yard, if I'm out at my colonies, a lot of times people will just stop and honk the horn. You got honey?
Yes, Mark. It's an Africanized zone. 100%.
Maybe especially West Texas, correct?
Yeah. Anything in Texas, really. Anything pretty much south of, say, I don't know, mid Oklahoma. Draw a line straight through Oklahoma across the United States. Everything south of that line is Africanized. Maybe a little bit far north too. Maybe going into some parts of, I don't know what's north of Oklahoma. My geography's bad, but yeah.
When you pull up on the honeybees and you hear they come from the West Texas town of El Paso, it's like gotta run. They're gonna be chasing you off the property.
100% struggling beekeeper, and that's something my mentor warned me about. He's like, it's nothing wrong with having Africanized, but he's like, man, you got to be real careful.
Bob, I bought one of your T-shirts today.
Did you really?
Yes,
Nice.
I did.
That's funny because so did I.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I bought
didn't get
for
it.
my husband.
Well, thank you.
I hope I did.
See, Bob's the one making all the money now.
Yeah, I'm killing it. I am killing it, y'all. Oh, it does say you.
Game of Thrones was made in Northern Ireland.
It says that I've got 2 new sales today. One at 6:01 p.m. and one at 6:57 p.m.
DP, are you in Texas?
Great minds, Phil. Great minds.
Well, thank you. Thank you
DP
so much.
believes around Liberty, Texas.
I couldn't not buy one. Game of Thrones was
filmed in Ireland.
Game of Thrones was filmed in Ireland. Yeah,
I love that series.
We watched it from the start. I mean, that was an awesome series.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Really? They got a.
I watched Chernobyl when the Game of Thrones was ending. Chernobyl was way better.
I like Game of Thrones all the way up until the last season.
The last season was shit.
Yeah, it just threw me off.
Blew it.
Well, they got the new one coming now.
That's because they blew it so bad with the last season on.
Yeah, well, that's because the writer hadn't finished the bloody books.
Yeah.
So they made the end of the series, the TV series, before the end of the books.
Series finished before the books series.
That's right.
Yep. They got a lot of work to catch up.
Up until that, though, it was going good. I mean,
I don't think he'll ever finish the books.
Well, he's probably got so much money now he doesn't have to, because they had to pay him to use the storyline, right? He's going to be the next like Harry Potter. What's her name?
What?
Oh, the J.K. Rowling.
I am very much. If you want to come to Northern Ireland, there's plenty of things to see here.
Oh, yeah. That's on my bucket list for sure. For sure, to go to Ireland. But I'm just in a situation now with Mom having Alzheimer's that we're kind of.
I understand that.
Stuck here. My daughter's been. I haven't seen my youngest daughter, in 3 years because she married a guy in the military. They went directly to Korea, and then from Korea they went to Germany. So they haven't been back here since they left, and they're supposed to be coming this summer. So we'll see.
Do you mind if I plug Northwest 200 bike racing in Northern Ireland?
No, I don't mind at all.
Anybody on here, look up Northwest 200 Northern Ireland bike racing.
It's like
What
super bike.
type of bike racing?
Super
It's
bike
like
racing, yeah.
Super bike racing.
200
what-
miles an hour plus.
Oh, the Isle of Man. Is
No, no, not
Oh,
Isle of Man.
okay.
No.
Okay, okay.
This is Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Is that when they drive like through the towns and everything and get airborne
Yeah.
and all that?
At
Yeah,
200
that's-
miles an hour through the town.
200 miles an hour plus through the
Dude, those-
town, yeah.
And
I
you
watched
can tell
that, and that gives me secondhand anxiety. Like, really bad.
You see how fast those guys are going? Dude,
Yeah.
We're
watch those
just
guys,
over here, so we are.
and their
Yeah.
knees are like scraping the ground when they're
Yeah.
turning. They're leaning. They have to turn so hard that
Yeah.
their knees are dragging the ground.
They're
And,
like inches from structures and mailboxes and trees and each other.
And Irish people
Yeah.
holding out pints of beer. I saw
yeah.
them leaning on the wall with the pint hanging over it.
They're standing right next to the road watching it go by.
Yeah.
Just like 2 inches by. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna die too.
Yeah, we don't like this guy.
All
Chuck
of
that
you,
bottle out there.
anybody watching, please look up what Northern Ireland can do. Northwest 200, 2022.
That thing's crazy. I saw
What's
that.
it called? The Northwest 200?
Northwest 200.
I'm writing it
Is it-
down here.
Is it similar to Isle of Man?
You'll
It
know
is,
when you
yes.
find it.
Okay.
That's right. You want me to lie? Huh?
I always take notes on your lives because somebody's got a good snippet of something.
You take notes on our lives?
Yes, I do.
On 5/17, Bob said this. That was stupid.
Well, it's mostly when when you're talking about either queen rearing or catching swarms or doing something with bees.
Well, usually it's someone else catching swarms. I've gone and
That's it. Please play a
went-
small snippet of that.
went to a couple swarms. I just have
Would
not.
make my night.
Yeah, play a little piece of that so people can see the insanity.
Let me see if they got a video on here. I just pulled the website up, was all.
Yeah, there is I'm pretty sure there is.
So where's the Isle of Man at? Is that out of Ireland too? Also,
That's
Phil?
between Ireland and the UK.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The have any of you had any robbing this time of year? I've had a few people that said that seems like some of their colonies are starting to get robbed. I'm like, that doesn't sound right because of the amount of nectar that's going on.
Well, now in my
No.
out yard, I have the 2 hives, and just coming out of winter, they were doing good, but one of them got weak, and they got robbed out and starved. I mean, it
that's a
was
bummer.
completely empty. I was tore up.
How many
And they-
hives was it, sir? Just one?
It was just the one,
Mhm.
but I think it was the one next to it robbed it out.
Did the bees drift over to the?
Probably.
Okay.
I
okay.
wasn't there to see because it's in another yard.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was heartbreaking. But we have to accept these things happen because bees are opportunistic and they're
Yeah.
going to do it.
They're resourceful at that too. They're resourceful opportunists. Yeah.
Well, I got an update on that. That queen that I put in that looked like it was getting balled, but it
Yeah.
was piping in the ball. She's fine. She was just walking around looking for a
Good.
place to lay
Have
today.
she started laying yet?
It's hard to tell because there was some brood in there before, but she's one of the crowd now. I mean, she's walking around doing good in there.
That's great.
She's not dead, so that's a victory.
Hey,
And so today I didn't trick them, but when I took that double 5-frame nuke down and broke it into 2 nukes to move to the other yard,
yeah.
I took that her nuke and slid it over to where that double 10 or 5-frame was, so the returning foragers would go in there and boost their numbers up.
That's a
and-
good trick.
So once it got close to dark and they were not coming back, I just spun the disc closed and put them in the back of the pickup truck. So hopefully tomorrow morning when I go out there and set up the stand and put the colonies out there and open them up, now they're gonna say, where are we? And have to reorient, right? So
Yeah, but then when they find all the strawberry blossoms, they're going to rejoice. So it's a win.
yeah. I was talking to the guy out there. He says, "Yeah, there's probably millions of flowers in this field right now." So, We're gonna put them on the strawberries, and it's underneath a chestnut. It's in a chestnut grove, but the problem is the chestnuts make crappy honey. The chestnut trees, it's like bitter.
Mm.
So, but they're so. I mean, even that's blossoming. But if it's in a nuke, I don't care if it's in their brood box. I'm just not gonna harvest it to feed it to people. You know.
Well,
get
they
bitter.
can eat it. I mean,
Yeah. You have to talk to Bruce, try to get him to send you a little bottle of that almond honey from his pollination bees, and then get some of that chestnut and see which one tastes worse.
Right.
I heard almond. The guys out here in Texas that send all the bees out, they said it tastes horrible.
Yeah.
They said it's not good at all.
I haven't tried it, but I've heard it's bad.
Yeah.
If you want to buy cheap bees, man, I see cheap bees in California all the time on the Book of Faces.
I don't do the Book of Faces. I gave
really?
that up.
No,
No.
me neither.
Nope.
Not gonna do it no more.
The last thing I had was MySpace, and I didn't even do that. My ex made it and put stuff on there for me. I couldn't even tell you what was on it at the time.
Well, the thing is with the Book of Spaces, or Book of Faces, not MySpaces, but the Book of Faces there, I use it basically to message my kids. And other than that, I post when I have honey in the local group of 9,000 people. And I mean, I can easily sell $400 to $500 worth of honey a weekend.
Let's see, my kids have my number. They know where I live.
Right. Well,
yeah, my daughter
Oh,
texted me
sounds like
yesterday.
you
She's
have the
coming
same
in
connection
Friday.
I have with my kids.
What's that? Oh yeah, I've got one child that lives in town that drives past the road that I live on twice a day going to work, and I might see her every couple of months. I've got a son in the upstate that I might see once every 6 months. He may even send me a Facebook message on my birthday, happy birthday. I'm like, really? You can hit the numbers and talk,
He might do that.
And actually, my daughter that's in Europe, she's the one that we talk to the most, where she'll like FaceTime through Facebook Messenger.
Here, as long as they're happy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It's mixed feelings because you want them to interact with you, but at the same time, it makes you feel like you did a pretty good job that they're so independent.
Definitely, yeah.
And do their own thing,
My daughter texted me yesterday. She's coming in Friday from Texas for the weekend.
See, I just need to figure out who's going to inherit the honey empire.
My daughter don't want nothing to do with bees. She calls them flying demons.
Flying demons.
See, that's the whole thing, though. It's like I'm going to hopefully, knock on wood, if everything goes the way that I plan and it keeps growing and growing, then at some point, either someone's going to have to step up or, or you end game, you got to get rid of the bees to somebody, right? Somebody's got to buy them.
My youngest daughter, she's interested in learning, so hopefully.
I got a list of all my yards and how many hives are in each one, the contact information to the people that own the property. And I told my old lady, if something happens to me, just go through this list, call my buddy, he'll know what to do.
I'll be happy if the girls just come and run the bottle and put some stickers on some bottles,
I can get Renee to help me do a little bottling and labeling, but she'll go out and feed the chickens. She will not walk past the chickens, though, near a bee.
My bees are everywhere.
I've got 3 kids under 6, so statistically, I ought to be able to indoctrinate at least one of them. If I play my cards right,
Indentured servitude, huh?
Well, you got them in the cute yellow bee suits. I mean,
I feel for you, dry cut.
They enjoy it. They enjoy it. My 6-year-old has absolutely no fear, and she's been stung a few times. But I mean, we were out trying to catch a swarm. I think I sent you some of the stuff I was dealing with on trying to catch that swarm, Bob. But she'll run right in front of my production colonies, a few feet away, and just be like, "Excuse me, bees." I'm like, "Gonna mess around and find out." I mean, do what you want, but
I wouldn't even do that.
Bee suits for a reason. Whatever.
Well, that's like whenever Ricky Work come down here to South Louisiana from North Carolina to deliver that horizontal hive to me. Him, his wife, and his daughter, they walked right out almost in front of my hive, just looking at them flying in and out, not scared one bit.
Well, she sees me do it and just like, oh, yeah, he's not scared. It's like, yeah, but You're
Well-
smaller.
I'm afraid I cut the grass at the weekend and put the full bee sit on.
To cut the grass.
Yeah.
Mine-
I know, right
Lives.
next to mine.
Yeah.
I wait till it's almost dark,
Like
or it's about to rain.
This was midday. They were
The,
full production.
I do the same thing, even treating with oxalic acid. I'll wait till either right about dark, or if it's getting ready to rain and most of the bees are in the colony.
That's when I do it when the majority of the
Mhm.
bees are inside.
Then I bust them in the head with some OA. Lee, I seen you got stung in your video I watched the other day.
I believe the past 2 weekends I took a sting.
Oh, I tell you, people watch my videos just to see me get stung. When they hear "son of a bitch," they know.
To me, it was just more of a surprise than actually hurting.
Doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of catches you off guard. You jump and like,
Startling.
okay, blood smoke on it. And we
You almost got wuss bees. My bees when they come in, they're coming in hot and hard.
Well, I did go out there several weeks ago. It was right at dark. It done been overcast, kind of little rain on and off that day, right at the end of the day. So everybody was in the hive. And I popped that top quick, and 12 of them jumped out and popped me on the forearm.
12.
Ooh.
You count them?
Now see,
I walk inside,
guess-
grab my gloves, put them back on too.
They
I
got it.
always laugh, but it's not funny, but it is funny.
It is.
Well,
It
on,
feels
uh,
good for the
stung.
arthritis, though.
they got an over and under going on my videos to see how long in my live video it is before
Might
I
help
get
my
stung.
hand.
Yeah, for sure. That essential oils.
Right, essential oils do it.
Yeah, they'll fix your fingers.
Stop the arthritis.
But no, I got stung at least 10 times getting that swarm, but it was because of the location. I mean,
Right.
They were 50 feet up in the air.
So you could have just put like a swarm. Well, they wanted them gone, but you could have just put a swarm trap next to them and just came harvesting swarms every time they swarmed on your trap.
Well, this
Probably.
was, yeah, this one I'm talking about was my own bees that swarmed on me.
Oh, not the
I've
tree.
I've been fighting the colony for several weeks, trying to keep them from swarming. And I guess last weekend I missed one of the queen cells. I shake them all down, and get all the cells out. I mean, I had way too many bees in that box, but they cast a huge swarm.
Do you want to say
I
hi?
caught them when I finally got them all rounded up. I had to put them in a deep and two mediums.
It's StreamYard. We're full anyway.
Hey guys, no, I'm out. I gotta go. I got work tomorrow, so I just wanted to stop in and say hi. I seen y'all streaming, so
It was
Nice
good to
seeing
see
you,
you, Rich.
have a good night.
Yeah, Rich, see you later. Man, he dipped out quick. Bam, I'm out.
He
Drop
was
the mic. I'm
telling
going.
the truth. He's an honest man.
Now, was that a wood shop accident, Phil? Was it a wood shop accident?
Yes.
Now that just seemed like a lie right there. I'm not a lie expert, but the delay kind of led me to believe it was something else, Phil.
There's nothing else to that story.
You're in the pub with the knife doing the
Oh,
suicide
No.
thing. Right?
is that that's gotta be what?
No,
it was.
as you guys know, I work in the sawmill.
Yeah.
This one here, this short one, was done 20 years ago in my garage, or garage, as you would say,
Mm.
with a circular saw. This one was 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago with a bone infection. No, don't.
he said, "Don't do it."
Don't. Yeah.
Now,
All
is
in the one, but not in the same. Well, it was all in the same injury. They were all injured at the same time. This one took 20 years to decide it wasn't going to go well,
And
and that was about
Is it
2
true
months
that
ago.
you
Yeah.
have a phantom You can still feel your finger, even though
Oh
it's gone.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it'll like itch, and no matter what you do, you can't get it
Oh,
to stop.
you would not believe.
I was about to say
I
that's a
can
hell of a bee sting you got there.
Yeah. I can still feel itches up here somewhere.
And just can't get it.
You just can't get at it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
safety first.
that
But
was 20 years ago.
the first one was this one. This one was 20 years ago. Yeah.
But you injured them all at the same time. You
I
said.
injured this one, and I broke this one.
And
I
then it
could-
became an infection.
I got a bone infection in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you still get out there and mess with the bees, though, right?
I do. I decided to get this one taken off because it was too painful.
Mm.
I didn't realize how much it would affect me. But it puts this one. Sorry to give you the middle finger, but this one is. It gets so sore because it does all the work now.
Yeah, putting extra weight,
Yeah.
compensate.
Mad Mort said it's a good story, but I'd tell people I lost it fighting alligators.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there I was at the Iron Throne.
Don't have alligators in Northern Ireland, fortunately.
Yeah, most people don't know that though. It is.
Yeah, but you don't have to have.
Would you
been
believe we
Ireland
don't
when it
have
happened.
any-
I mean,
Would you believe we don't have any poisonous or dangerous species in Northern Ireland at all?
Really?
South Louisiana, we do. We got all kind of poisonous snakes,
Nothing.
alligators.
We have
No, you-
nothing.
You got turtles that could take your finger off like
Nope.
that.
We don't have turtles.
No turtles?
Nope.
well, it
We
must
don't
be
have
true.
turtles.
Saint
We don't have
Patrick
alligators. We don't have
chased them all away.
spiders. We don't have snakes. We don't have anything in Northern Ireland.
Well, that's what you get for living in a Thomas Kincaid portrait.
We live in utopia,
It's beautiful over there.
And very, very green.
and it's very green
The
because it rains all the time.
Do you
But-
get to collect much honey every year because of the rain? Or
So I'm in my first. I'm not even my first year. I'm in my first 6 months of
of keeping.
beekeeping.
Well,
let us know how it goes.
if Black Mountain honey is, I don't know geographically how far.
Well, Black
Wales
Mountain
and-
honey is North Wales, which it's probably as close as you can get to. I'm in Fermanagh, which is south west Northern Ireland, which is pretty close.
I was gonna
Well,
say
he-
close enough.
He pulls a lot of honey over there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, without a doubt. I have gone with flow hives. I have no idea whether they're going to work or not. So
Well, I think they will, especially since you only have a few hives.
Mhm.
think
I've
you'll-
just two hives.
I think you'll be probably very happy that you have those. They're in your backyard, right? In your garden.
Yeah.
backyard?
Well,
So-
they're in my my wife's parents' backyard.
Yeah, you should be happy. Just I mean, the only thing that confuses me about those is a lot of people think you just put that flow super on and they make you
No,
honey and you
definitely
harvest it
not.
up.
No,
But you still have to beekeep, right? So
I have no assumptions that you just put them on, and you still have to beekeep. You still have to.
yeah,
You
but
still
I
have to
think
look after your hives.
I know
um,
what I was hearing about a lot of people that had bought them in the States
Yeah,
because they thought, well, we could just put them in your backyard and then the bees
yeah.
will
You
make
just
you honey and
turn the top and they give you honey, that kind of thing.
yeah,
No,
and then
definitely not. No.
so you still have to make sure they don't swarm on you and everything like that.
Make
you
sure
know?
they don't
But-
swarm. Make sure they got enough room, but not too much room.
I am pretty sure that my hives have swarmed at least once, and I think they kind of. I think I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm not an expert beekeeper by any means, but they were a hell of a lot more advanced this year than I thought they were going to be.
Well, mine are just the opposite. The ones I thought were going to do really well seem to be just like, bleh.
That's part of my problem. I think mine built up too quick early this year. And
Mine
I was
were
working
far
7
too
fields. I couldn't get
quick.
when they swarmed.
Yeah,
I was asking my mentor, and he was telling me wait for another week, because and whenever I went in to do the first inspection, there were queen cells capped. And what do you do then? You have to split them.
Yeah, when I got these last nukes that I got, they had queen cells all over the place. They still had a queen in it, they just didn't have room. So when I put them over, I just was smashing queen cells, and they stayed. They ended up staying, but I hurt my own colonies early in the season.
Take down queen cells whenever they're capped, or just when they're?
I'll if I don't want to, I rip them out. Because, well, first of all, I have mated queens. If I can introduce to them.
Yeah, I can't get queens.
Yeah, it's a time of the year thing here. I mean, most of the people, like even Jose, there's people just now getting queens from him. We've been beekeeping since February, you know. So it's like, you know, and all the big producers that buy 10,000 queens, they're going to get the first queens that come out.
Like talking about February, I mean, that's when mine swarmed out. I mean, they had already started building up.
Yeah, and that's when I made my mistake on my colonies that made it through the winter when I made those early splits. Basically took 30% or 25% of my colonies. You know, if you take 2 or 3 frames out of 12 colonies, basically that leaves you 9 colonies, and the other ones are divided up into 10, right? And none of those 10 made it. So
I can't remember the splits you did. Was those walkaway splits?
Yeah, the early ones.
I did a walkaway split.
Yeah. So if you could have got mated queens at that time, they probably would have done better. Possibly made it then.
Yeah, now I mean it's pretty much. I'll just split a box. As soon as I pull the queen off, I'll introduce the new queen in a cage right on top of them. They already know they don't have a queen, but now they have a queen. You know, that they go to start taking care of. That's what I did today, and just pulled them apart. And they still have to release her and get used to her, but it's working right now. You know.
Oh, that queen that I put in the swarm that I installed, I put her in the box, and I had the swarm trap box sitting right in front of the nuke box. She flew out of the nuke box into the swarm box. So I caught her again in the clip, and I put her in the nuke box for a while. And I didn't get to go out and check her today, but I hope she's still in there. She did not want to stay there.
I've had that happen too, and I've actually released a queen, and then she'll walk a little bit and just take off. And Lee's like, "Oh, well, check again tomorrow, because I bet you she landed back on the front and walked back in the front door."
Yeah, that's what I was telling when she took off. I said either you could wait for her or leave the top of the box cracked, because she knows she come out of the top. Generally, they're going to go right back in the top.
They're tricky.
Well, that's one of the good things about this live stream, that I've been able. You know, we got a little network of people's phone numbers and stuff now. So I get calls. I'll call people. If I got a problem, I'll call Lee. I'll call Earl. I've called William before. We've talked, you know, different stuff. And
I think me and Bob usually talk on the phone at least once a day, maybe 2 to 3 times a day.
Just depends on what's going on.
But talking about catching the queen in that clip in a swarm, I had one last year called a swarm, put the queen in the clip, and because they had just swarmed, usually they're going to run that queen around the hive, and she's losing weight to fly.
Mm.
she'll fit through that clip sometimes, and I had her escape twice out of the clip.
Well, I refer to this book a lot.
What is it?
The ABC and XYZ of bee culture.
I have to check that one out.
Usually I can find it in there. That's oldie but goodie information.
Well, I like going by some of the old stuff, that people kind of let go to the wayside, but still works.
Right.
It's
Like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
right. Yeah, absolutely. I.e. peppermint.
Hey, I've been the hives that I put the peppermint in, I've only seen like one beetle, and where I've usually had to kill about 5.
And I had the same thing today. One of the nukes I went in had beetles. I'm like, I didn't put peppermint in this. But when I put it in, like when I moved it over to the Pro Nuke, I put peppermints in the Pro Nuke for the trip. And hey, if I've got 4 beetles, 3 beetles, 1 beetle, that's a win around here.
Anybody interested in that book Sarah just showed? I just dropped a link in the comments. They got it on Amazon for $18.99.
It's
That's a pretty good deal.
Good reading. I mean, and it's.
I can say thankfully no beetles here in Ireland.
Do you guys have
So
Varroa
far.
there?
Lucky.
Oh yes.
So you do have Varroa, not
Oh,
like
yeah.
Australia. That's
My
Varroa
last
free.
inspection, I seen a varroa mite on top of a drone's thorax.
Or on a live drone, or on a
live
like a
live drone
larva.
thorax, yeah.
Those things are they killed my first hive. There were thousands of them.
I would have freaked out. I'd have been like nuking them with some OA.
Yeah, well, that was
Hang
my
on.
thought too. Yeah.
That's a pretty thick book too, huh, Sarah?
Oh yeah.
Looking at it, it's showing 594.
Did you see
pages.
my link I sent about the
Did you email it to me?
gas vape?
Did you email it?
I'm not sure.
Well, I
Was
can't
an
see it if
email
you
or
don't
a-
send it to me, Phil.
No. Can you
It's
see
it's
the-
a real
Whoop.
Uh,
These are the varroa mites from my first hive.
Did you
Keep-
shook it after they died?
Yeah. That's
Whoa.
only a fraction of them.
And that's only the females. The females are brown. The males are white.
You won't hardly see the male.
And that's when I decided to start the oxalic acid treatments. And then the next winter, I didn't lose them. They lived through that winter. So,
Well, I'm thinking, I have colonies I know I'm not going to pull any honey from. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and drop, what in the world is that? Is that you, Lee? That sound?
no,
No,
that
that-
was me. I was putting my bottle back in the bag.
I thought that was Bob moving that
I have
package around.
see, I have a
I thought you were
biohazard
chewing the
bag I
varroa
keep
mites there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're under attack.
I have an odd sense of humor.
So I'm thinking that I might go ahead and put Apivar in those in the nukes and in the colonies that aren't going to produce any honey, at least not right now. They may get fall honey if they strengthen up some, but right now, I mean, it's like feast or famine. Either they're just blowing up or they're just stagnant.
It's always something with these bees, isn't it?
I know, it's like you can't win. So chances of me making my money back for my equipment this year are pretty low.
Can
But-
I say check out gasvape.com?
Gasvape.com. Is that? I saw one thing that Black Mountain Honey had.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that it? It's like a vaporizer.
Yeah. It's like £60 or
So, oh no, that's different than the one that I was thinking about.
no, that's it.
That's all it's showing on the site, though. There's no
Yeah,
buttons or anything.
well,
to click.
It's just 2 pictures.
can you not
No, that's it. That's all we get is the 2 pictures on there.
Maybe they don't sell it in the USA, but that's what I have bought. It's kind of a
There's a thing that I thought was cool that
that's the same one that
that Lawrence uses.
Black Mountain Honey.
Well, he also did a thing that was it's like a vape cigarette for a smoker that you hit the bellows and it just puts that vape a vape smoke in it.
That's a different.
Let me see.
That's the
see if I can find out what that thing's called for you guys.
Yeah, ISO vape or something like that.
Or he's got so many videos. He's like me. You got to go down and try to find.
Yeah, you're in competition, the two of you.
Nah, well, he actually did mention me on one of his live streams. But
I seen that. Yes.
Oh, did you see it? He's like, "Hey, Walker B Ranch, the only person on YouTube trying to put out more content than me."
Has he ever contacted you with?
He actually said,
live?
No, he actually said he would come on the show, but with the time difference.
Yeah, no, I mean it is like 2:07 over here at the minute.
Mm.
Did you see his how his bees were in his video that he was? I think it was the one where he was talking about using comb from dead outs.
He said, "Well, I know one of his colonies was really upset."
Man,
that was recently dry cut.
That was recently, yeah. I think it might have been yesterday. Yeah, they were going off on him.
Holy moly!
They we have.
I think he posted a YouTube short about it as well. You might be able to.
I missed it.
YouTube shorts.
We're pretty shitty bees over here, so we do.
I just hit the the little more button under his video. He's got more links than a gold chain.
Oh yeah.
He's got like Kleenex sponsorships on some of his boxes. He's doing the most.
Kleenex, Andrex.
Yeah.
Anything to clean your arse. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to start pimping out my hives like NASCAR, just having stickers all over them.
Sponsors painted everywhere.
He might post more videos than most people clean their arse.
Oh, he's got shorts and all kind. I mean, he does a lot of shorts and stuff.
He puts the content out. You can't.
Yeah, he does.
I'll be honest. I think his content's got quite disappointing from what it used to be. It used to be quite good.
The last couple ones that I've watched of him is in the honey house doing different stuff, creamed honey and all that.
No, that was a long time ago. Lee.
Yeah, I believe that was a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
I've just seen it lately though. I've been so busy.
His content recently has been pretty bad.
Well,
I assume he's
Larimore
busy
Farms.
in the yards right now.
he's getting more into the
I'd say Bob's is better.
Really, mine?
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely not the camera guy that he is. I just show what I'm doing.
Short videos, I don't like them.
I can't find the video I'm looking for that he's got. Anyway, it's a smoker, but instead of lighting it, you hit the bellows. It's an electronic smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that video as well.
Hey, you talking about electronic smoker, Ty Kent, that comes on every now and then. He had one. It takes regular fuel, but it had a battery for a blower on it to blow the smoke out.
Yeah, this was just like a vape that you like your vape.
It's like a vape smoker. Yeah,
like that, Lee. Except it had a bellows on it that was more or less fake. It just kind of activated the vaporizer, and it literally worked like a vaporizer.
Okay.
You pour liquid into it, and it literally works like a vaporizer.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I think he ended up giving it away, but
he did give one away, or he had two and gave one away, or something like that, or maybe he gave it away because he said he wasn't going to use it because it didn't hold enough charge for him. I think was his reason behind it.
he does a lot of
That was a little while ago.
stuff like that. A lot of product reviews. I don't get any product reviews. Nobody's contacting me to send me crap. It don't matter what it is.
That's because you'll just buy it anyway, Bob.
Yeah. I mean, even like Apame, I actually contacted Apame. I said I'd like to do a video on one of your nukes. They're like, well, we can offer you a discount code. No, good, because for what your discounted price is, it's still more expensive than everything else on the market, pretty much. So it is what it is.
Them prices aren't going to get any better. Let's go,
No,
Brandon.
it's not. It is terrible. Hey, Raisin Hales. Well, we got people coming in, and I'm sitting here looking at the other screen. Michael Apple, or Michael Apple, if you're German. Oh, Larimer's got a swollen eye.
That's your little electric bee smoker. It just got a little electric fan.
Yeah, well, see this
No,
here.
it's not the same. It's not the same.
I did get this. This is the first thing I've ever gotten for free. And this was from Blythewood Bee Company, right? The queen rearing frame that I've showed a couple times on here. I like it. Jason from Bohemia Bees actually bought one of these after seeing it on the show. So
I saw Grammy in there. Hi, Grammy.
But it's that is the only thing I've gotten, and the first thing, and that was just a few weeks ago after Scott came on. So, trust me, I try free stuff. I like free stuff. I like to give away free stuff too, so it's good. And
I love sharing my honey.
Speaking of free stuff, let me do the. We can do the giveaway here in a minute because we're about an hour in. That's what we did last time. Let me check my sub count. So if you don't know, if you haven't been following, when I hit 2,000 subs, which I've got 182 to go to 2,000 subs, and at 2,000 subs, I'm giving away a licensed solar wax melter.
Well, I already subscribed, so I can't do it twice.
Make channels, people. Make channels. No, I'm just kidding. So,
And you talking about the 2,000 giveaway? Whenever I hit the 500 sub giveaway, I'm gonna do one of the Guardian bee suits.
But if you're fat or tall, decline it and give it to somebody short and skinny.
You'll get stung in the back.
Hey, William, you got a Guardian, right, William?
Yeah.
I'm not going to read your text, but you texted me about the Guardian suit.
Yeah, I sent you a little video because I was working my butt off, and that thing read up. I mean, I look like I was out there trying to seduce the bees. I mean, it's up here, dang near my armpits.
Well, the jacket that we have, my husband just agreed because he's gotten stung in the back wearing it, helping me.
Well, especially, with guys, most of us have saggy britches. Most of us do. So I got the saggy britches and the jacket that rides up. Okay, so I have saggy britches and it rides up. So from butt crack to the love handle is like open game for the bees, for sure.
It's not just a Guardian thing though. I have not personally seen a bee jacket that doesn't do that.
Well, somebody on here the other day, I believe, said if you call Guardian and let them know that they can make a longer one for you.
Well, then the problem is if you get the full suit.
I say I have a flow jacket, and it goes around my buttocks. It is so long.
I've got
right around my butt.
Some other coats. The problem is when it's 100 degrees outside, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. I mean, I think I'm gonna do a nude beekeeping video and just blur stuff out. Just me in socks and a veil.
All right, Bob, you just lost
extra large flow jacket from Flow High.
Oh, see, I like the suit, and I wear shorts and a tank top under the suit, and I can feel the breeze. It's great.
Well, I would wear a suit, but typically anything like that for me, even if it's like a full body suit, it's still not long enough up top from crotch to shoulder is not long enough.
You just got a too long torso. That's all.
Go figure. Short legs, long body. Time to stop smoking. Yep. Oh, so that was the video?
That was the video title.
Time to stop. It is time for me to stop smoking too, guys.
Is this where all the health stuff comes in? Yeah.
Now you talking about being tall. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm very tall. I'm 6 foot. I would be about 6'2" if my back wasn't messed up, but back's kind of curved. But anyway, 6 foot. I put my Guardian on. I lean over, squat down, do everything, and it never rides up on me.
5'7". I don't have that problem.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
But a bunch of them will tell you whatever size shirt or jacket you normally wear, when you get your B jacket, order one size larger.
I did, and it's still
I did
too
that
short.
as well. I'm also really skinny though too, so that might be part of the problem.
Yeah.
Well, the jacket.
I'm trying to get back there.
If you watch
Yeah,
my
we all get
videos,
huge dry cut, so we do.
if you watch my videos with the jacket, because I ordered it larger than I need, now I've got the underneath part of the veil right here is like always like right up under my face. So I don't know. I probably could find something wrong with just about any jacket, but some of my other jackets don't fit like that. So I don't know.
I rarely wear a jacket anyway, so things have got to be going pretty south for me to even put it on.
Hey, Blaine, I wear a large. My B suit, I believe I got the extra large. In fact, I have 2 Guardians back here. I think one's large and one's extra large.
I got the 2XL.
I love the little zipper on the hood though.
Yeah.
I always leave it open on accident, but
You got the fencing
Yeah.
veil?
I got the Pro fencing
Yeah.
veil. They got 2 different versions. One kind of sticks out a little bit further. The Pro version is closer.
I've got
I
that
left
one.
my zipper open one time, dry cut, and I didn't know it until I went back and looked at the video that I did. And I said, "Oh, I left
Well,
it open."
at least you found out that way and not the hard way.
I did not get stung though, so that hey,
Yeah,
Like
that's
that?
the
typically
that's
just
the
wear-
longer veil right there.
This
I
is
have the
off of
shorter
Cool Shield. But I feel like, first of all, this always bends up to my face. But I feel like I should be a monk because when it's back on your head, it's so far away.
let's see, and I have that
The
style.
reason Yeah.
Mine's the
Yeah.
Pro veil. It don't stick out as far.
I
I didn't want all
prefer
that stuff hanging down on me.
I prefer the style of veil more like what you've got, Bob, and what I wear. Well, Lee's fixing to grab what I wear. This is Lee's got the exact veil that I normally wear. I like
90% of the
round-
time, that's all I wear.
But the problem with and I've got like a Naturals apiaries pullover and stuff. The problem that I've found with the round ones in like a jacket or a suit is like they get crinkly.
Right.
So when I'm
Mm.
looking through the screen, like it's all like wavy, and it feels like it's distorting my vision. And I don't know if it's worse because I wear glasses or. But like,
Well, see,
the one
I'm
that Lee
always-
just held up is it's not it's like a more firmer screen, so it doesn't wrinkle. It's like it's completely flat, I guess. you
I'm
would
always
say.
pulling it up closer to my face to try to see through, because when it gets farther, that monk hood,
Right.
I pull it closer. I
And
risk
then
getting stung on the
zapped
nose.
zapped in the face.
I haven't yet.
I like the more cowboy hat looking one.
Mhm.
That's my preference. I
Now,
really
my
like.
husband got the Stetson hat. It's like a suede hat. The bees do not like it. They will bump him when he's
What
wearing
color is
that.
it?
It's brown.
Okay, I was about to say, usually I've always heard brown or black when you're in the yard. They want to sting that more
They-
often. I
they
guess they
go
think
for
of
it.
bear.
They,
But I
they
go out there with a
don't like
black
it.
shirt on, a black shirt a lot, and they don't bother
I
me.
wear black all the time.
I wear black shirts all the time.
My husband said they don't like cologne either.
Oh no.
No,
That's
any
probably
kind of
true.
scent.
He
Well,
wears
wait.
Stetson, and they will go after
I'll be wearing my
him.
Game of Drones.
The Game of Drones shirt now. Hey, you know they do not like Tresemme shampoo either.
No.
Not at all.
Or
Not at all.
Pantene,
Or Pantene. So I can just walk through the yard and they're like all in my beard and Fructis. That's what works. Fructis.
They
Yeah,
don't like
that-
it when you've been stung a few times either. They'll hit that same spot again.
Yeah, I've been chased. Get stung and then try to go away, and they come after you.
My favorite veil. Let me see if I got it in the kitchen. Hold on one second. My favorite veil is
That would be cool, the Texas
Mhm.
beekeeper. Yeah.
Now the first bee suit I ever bought, it wasn't vented. It was just a solid bee suit
They
head
would
to
do
toe,
something
and it had
about-
like the little
this
I
is
don't
my
know little
favorite.
explorer hat, and then the suit went over the hat.
Yeah, see,
This is-
that's the style that
It
maybe
don't look
he's going to
beautiful,
get it.
especially with my old. But this is my favorite. If I could just go out like this, perfect. Last year I could. This year, not so much.
Try doing like I said, light your smoker and smoke your body down, your arms, any exposed skin, and then walk out there and see if they do.
And then you
anything.
got to be careful too on the back here that it's flat. Otherwise, they'll get you on the back of the neck.
They crawl in there.
My
Who's
neck's
going to be
pretty
the
much
first
exposed
to
all the
try
time.
Earl's bee spray? Be the bee spray.
Earl.
Well, I know he did, but I mean, who else is going to do it?
I was hit 45. Easy to see.
What was in that ingredient list again? He had like lemongrass in it and some other stuff, right?
Swarm Commander, lemongrass.
He
It's
put
all.
Swarm Commander in it.
It's bee attractant. The philosophy is if you smell like the bees, that they're less likely to want to sting you.
I wonder what that would do if you went into a colony that wasn't queen right.
I don't know. I find when I go in my queen bank, and like if I'm selling queens while I'm working in the yard, and somebody comes to get some queens, and I take some out, then it's like I've got queen pheromones on my gloves. So wherever I walk with my gloves, there's bees flying around me, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
did
bees
that
will
in my
fall.
last
The bees will
video.
come. Yeah, the bees will come check me out just after I've been in the bees. They just know.
Yep.
I'll just be out in the yard and they'll be coming up trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they're amazing. I can't get enough of them.
Hey, let's give away some free stuff. How about that?
All right,
Let's see who's going to win.
I'm
Is
ready.
Earl in here? He needs to predict that I'm going to win.
Oh,
Earl-
he's here.
Called True Predictions.
Earl
Is he
can't
here?
come in the live stream while we're doing a wheel no more.
Come on, Earl. Where's he at?
I can't even believe that. That doesn't.
Earl, come on.
I know that.
Yeah, that was go
You
buy
know
a
what-
Powerball. Earl.
That's what I'm saying. I want to talk to him and get the Powerball numbers.
What the odds are of that? That's
Ah,
insane.
not
Once,
good.
okay, but twice in a row. It's like really.
Twice in a row.
All
That
right,
was
so
out of like how many people? 30 or plus people? That
Yeah.
statistically is not likely.
we've
Well,
got
today we got 27 on the list.
27. So to be entered, you had to be on last Tuesday's comments after the video, like the regular comments, not in the chat box. And you had to thumbs up or like the video on both Lee's and my channel and make a comment on both videos. And we
And
we
be
go
selling
through
it.
everybody and then we come up with this list, which Lee's all programmed nice, and you can only win once.
Here we go.
So,
Drum roll, please. Brrrr.
and I have no idea with shipping overseas, Phil. That's the $1 million question I saw you had
Oh,
asked about
shit.
that, because we don't ship it. It's being shipped right from
Blythewood.
You
Blythewood
mean
Bee
I've
Company.
waited all this time for all this?
Yeah, you came on just to see if you could win, and
Really?
You might have to call Scott and see
under the table.
what
Oh
he does
my
on that, or if
God.
he can. All right, I'm
And-
gonna go ahead and click this wheel here, and we'll see who wins for tonight.
and Lagrange is in Canada, so that could be an issue where we'll see.
I could have been in bed an hour ago.
I would have never came.
Oh, and look at
Oh, look at that,
This is
Earl.
rigged.
Jeez.
I'm calling the cops.
And
this.
it-
What's with
not
Earl's
right.
luck? He guesses 2 in a row, and then he wins 1 too.
Yeah, because he's figured it
Fix,
out. I'm telling
fix,
you.
fix.
Earl. All
We
right.
need to look up and see who owns the domain to this little spinny website.
Look at that. He's like, yes, he's there. He is there. See, he
Oh,
was
there he
being
is.
silent.
I wouldn't have bothered.
Earl, you
worse.
could have done me a solid and
Hey, Earl.
Hey, now he's got to come on. Now come on and hit the link, Earl, so we can hear your excitement. Now that everybody thinks that we're rigged. Well, hey, the good thing is he can't win again.
I was about to say, if it was rigged, I'd put my name on there and I'd win every time.
Oh, sure.
Hey, let me see.
Congratulations, Earl.
Congrats.
Look, see, Phil just hung up on us. He's like, hell with you guys. I'm returning my T-shirt. I'm pulling my subscription. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Grammy, when the night's live is over, go back onto the video on both channels, mine and Bob's, and thumbs up, leave a comment, and that'll enter you into the drawing for next.
And we're giving it away 3 more times.
Yep.
So if you're not sure what the prize pack is, Lee got the photo probably handy.
Yep, sure.
Is that wheel you use, Lee? Is that just like a website or something?
Yeah, it's called thewheelofnames.com.
The Wheel of Names.
So that's what it is. It's a pulpwood trap, 2-ounce Swarm Commander, 16-ounce Honeybee Gone, and a 16-ounce Beekeeper's Choice feeding supplement.
See, I could have used that Honeybee Gone for my trap out if Earl hadn't rigged the process here.
Yeah. And well, the good thing is you can also use it to put it on your fume board, and you can run them out of your supers.
Yeah, speak of the devil, look who we got coming into the room.
I told him to come in. Oh, hold on.
We're going to play tag again with that button.
Brother
What's up,
Earl.
Hey, Earl.
I almost said I'm going to win this one. If I would have done that, now that would have been crazy, wouldn't it? I should have did it.
Hey,
I want to thank y'all, man. Thank the good Lord for winning that. I'm sorry, Phil, my brother Irishman. It was mine anyway, so yeah. I'm pretty tickled about that. How's that even possible?
That's look at Earl. Earl's excited.
Earl,
You can tell
we
it.
had you on to ask you that very question.
Yep.
I'm super excited.
He
Earl
put it.
owns the Wheel of Names website.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
So your secret spray that you use, Earl.
It ain't so
we've had
secret. I
people ask
texted
about
it last night.
Well, so what is the thought process behind your concoction?
Well, one day I was using the Swarm Commander, and I had it all over my hands, and I noticed when I got in the hives that they didn't want nothing to do with my hands. I mean, they would fly up on them, and then they would just fly right back off. And I'm like, man, this Swarm Commander, that's working. But as you know, it's very expensive. You can't afford to just spray your hands every time with Swarm Commander. And I was watching some African beekeeping videos where they would take and use lemongrass and rub it all over their bodies before they would work with those Africanized bees, and they weren't getting bothered. So I took and put, a teaspoon of Swarm Commander in my little 10 or 12 ounce spray bottle, and I put a teaspoon of lemongrass oil in there as well. And I thought, well, the oil is going to have a hard time mixing in the water or whatever. So I said, I'll put a little bit of Honeybee Healthy in there to help with that. It really is the only reason I used the Honeybee Healthy for. But I noticed that after I used it, shake it up, I could spray it on my hands, and the bees they would land, but then they would go right away.
Soy
Liquid soy
lecithin helps oil mix with water and other stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what's in the Honeybee Healthy, which is why I needed it in the mix. So
it's an emulsifier. Earl, I think that one's for
I
you.
love you too, Phil.
I think you're getting it, Earl.
I love you too, Phil.
What's Phil getting at?
Sorry, I got that.
The luck of the Irish.
For a while there. And
I think he's muted.
My last name's Dooley, Phil. You know I got the luck of the Irish.
yeah. Can you hear me? No.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
Oh man, it's you know, I like giving stuff away. That makes it fun, you know. But I am a little bit curious how you picked 2 and then 1 on a third try.
Absolute pure luck.
Mhm.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
everybody's like, mm-hmm. Matter of fact, you need to send me your address again so I can get that over to them in the morning and they can get it shipped out.
All right.
Mark said he got his yesterday, so
Cool.
it's
Cool.
it's you know, it's a nice prize pack. So, and it's all
It
stuff
is.
other than the pulpwood swarm trap. Everything else is made by Blythewood Bee Company. So
I could
Isn't
actually
the-
use all of it. I'm sorry.
Isn't the Swarm Commander chemically made to? It's not like a essential oil or something. It's actual pheromones.
yeah,
It's chemicals
supposedly that mimic the pheromone.
Okay,
The Nasanoff
But-
gland is the
the
chemical he
Nasanoff,
tried to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I use Nasonex.
But,
they say Earl
it really
goes 5
does
for
work.
5. Josh said if Earl goes 5 for 5, I will be hiring him to pick my lotto numbers for sure.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you got
Randy
any
says-
ideas for that Powerball, Earl?
Randy Klingon says Earl's an alien.
I've been
Well, what do
called
you
that.
expect?
Mark.
What do you expect a Klingon would say?
Thanks, Bob. That teacher
Bob,
pick on me.
Bob, I'll text you Earl's address. He lives in Oklahoma.
He lives in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm gonna text it to you right now. That way you can get it. I want to make sure that Earl gets his prize. You know.
I sent
Yeah,
Earl
absolutely.
something. I sent him a
Swarm
what did I
Commander,
sent
You
you
can guess my
Swarm,
address.
Swarm Commander and some liquid healing.
Yeah, man. It lasted
So-
all of a night.
Man, I know you slept good that night.
Oh yeah.
That high octane apple pie.
I ate
It's,
those apples too.
You must like nail polish remover because that's what they taste like to me. It's
Yeah.
pretty potent. It is pretty potent. So
It has to be.
look, we got Phil over here looking like someone just kicked his dog, and then right next to him we got Earl looking happy because he just kicked Phil's dog.
No, man, I just totally blown away at how good the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? God is good, and I love it.
Bob, if I was close to you, I'd give you a punch in the face.
Oh, there's next week, Phil. Just
Yeah.
go comment
There is
on
next
the.
Matter of
You'll
fact,
get-
the biggest part about sending it overseas is the customs form that you got to fill out at the post office, and probably the month it'll take to get there. But for you, if you win, Phil, I'll go pick it up and I'll pay for shipping to Ireland for you, to Northern Ireland for you.
Thank you.
two
And,
for mana.
Yep, if I can spell it correctly.
For
I
my
did- I'll spell it
Fermanagh.
Southern.
For mana.
I'll spell it Southern. Furmana. Fermanagh. And they'll get to Ireland to be, what the hell is this? But yes, I would do that for you. I would send it.
love you guys.
So
We love you
not
more.
trying to exclude anybody, but
Earl, did you see my bike video?
No, not yet.
What?
I haven't seen it yet.
the super bike.
Shit. Bob or Lee, put up the bike video for Earl. I'm very proud of my little country putting on
You
such a
should
show.
be.
I know Lee had it. Lee, you got it? Lee's the producer of this thing.
Please put it up for a couple of minutes because
I'm just a mouthpiece.
We are very proud of it.
What was it called again, Phil?
Northwest 200 2022.
So I wonder what if we all took mated queens in our pocket and flew over to Ireland. Some of us would have to get through customs, right? Just by
You're not allowed.
just if they're in plastic cages, they would make it through the metal detectors. Except for when they tell you to empty out all your pockets.
Irish
who would
black
look-
bees only.
Or what?
Black
Irish
bees only.
black bees only.
Black bees only.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't
Well-
we don't allow imports of bees.
And they
Well, how
won't send
does,
you one either.
they don't do that in the UK. I mean, Black Mountain Honey, he gets them from Germany and all over the
Remember,
place.
you're talking about
The UK.
the UK. It gets very confusing.
Grammy says
You guys
my
got a
last
big
name
festival.
is Gowan, which is Gaelic for Smith.
No,
My
that's not the right. That's not the right one.
That's the one I had on earlier.
Here, I got a
Uh,
link for one.
The one that I sent to Bob.
All right, let me see.
Hold on.
Bob have that one, not me.
Northwest 200.
Yeah. And I know it's not B rated, but
All right, hold on. Let me
We're-
pause it so I can
I
share
am-
it over here.
I apologize for all the B
My
rated
husband.
Share screen. Share screen again. Share
I
this
can't hear-
screen.
I can't hear Phil's audio for some reason. Is it maybe a left-right speaker thing or something, Lee? What?
I don't know. I can hear him.
That one, I'm not
yeah, all you
sure.
guys
I
sound
hear you.
like you can hear him.
All right, let me.
I can hear him.
Y'all ready?
people. You
Oh, I
hear me
got it.
now, Dry Cut? No?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, let's
Yes,
open
that's
this
the
up.
one. That's the one. Please play that.
Look at him go.
Is that your town right there?
That's my contact. I live quite close to this.
One wrong move and they're going through that restaurant right there. Look, and you see the beer? You see this guy's got this chap's got the beer right there hanging over.
Wow.
Guys, I cannot thank you enough for showing this.
One of these days, I want to come to that for man. I'll check it out. What is
These
it called?
guys
The
are
big,
doing 200 miles an hour plus on public roads.
is that a part of your yearly festival?
They're flying.
I thank you so much for showing this.
That's getting on down the road right there, ain't it?
200 miles an hour plus. Apart from the Isle of Man GT, Northern Ireland is the only other place that does the road racing.
That's awesome.
Nice green grass.
Is that something that happens every year, Phil?
Yeah, every year.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
I can
sir.
only
That
give
was
you a
awesome.
thumbs up for
I like how
that's
they put some,
my little country does that every year.
I like
That's
how they put
awesome.
some little padding on some of the telephone poles. Like that was going to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. If you hit a telegraph pole, the padding won't help.
I don't know if that was to appease.
Whatever
an
you're doing
insurance
200 miles an hour, it won't help.
Earl won that race too.
Yeah, congratulations, Earl, on winning your bike race next year.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you
guys. Thank you
guys.
very much.
I
Yes,
love
sir.
you. for doing that.
Oh, we love you too, man. We appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, good to see you, Phil.
What time is it there now? Like 3 in the morning, probably.
It is 2:40.
Yes. Now, what time do you have to be to work in the morning?
I kind of work my own hours, so
You're the boss, ain't you?
yeah, pretty much.
That's what I figured. I want to know when they're going to have that big Fermanagh festival. And they're a festival every year?
Earl, you come over, we'll have a festival for you.
That sounds great, man.
He'll win that too. He'll have everybody in Ireland pissed off. He'll be the biggest leprechaun you've ever seen.
You'll find out why they ran us out of Meath and sent us down to County Offaly.
Come on
Yeah,
ahead.
Just pick a random flight, Earl, and it'll probably be to
Yeah.
the place you want to go, and there'll be a festival just with your luck.
Right?
I guarantee
Just be
everybody
going
on
you'll
here
just come off
probably
the plane,
has
and there it is.
Irish roots somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Mine are strong because I'm packing that Y chromosome from the father to father.
As long as you're not packing that extra Y chromosome.
Well,
I
no,
hope
Earl's a
not.
Protestant, so he can come over first. All the rest of you will have to wait for.
Earl we'll just make a wheel of flight numbers.
Yeah.
And spin it, and whatever flight number comes up, that's the flight Earl's got to take, and wherever it takes him.
Look, I know I'm blessed and highly favored. Just look at this bunch of people I get to be on the YouTubes with.
Well, I'll apologize for that in advance, Earl. Earl and I talked twice on the phone today.
Yeah, man. Good to see Sarah on here tonight and William.
I know,
Good to
right?
see you.
Yeah.
Anybody on here that wants to come over to Ireland, Northern Ireland, I have to check myself sometimes. You are very welcome.
Gonna put me up in one of those Dooley motels?
I got to get a passport first.
Yeah, my passport's expired too.
I just renewed my driver's license. That was a pain in the butt because now they want you.
Earl, you give me the first one in the hot tub.
The next thing, Sarah, is now that you've got your driver's license renewed, now you'll get jury duty. That'll be the next thing you send you.
Probably.
All I got to tell them is I used to be a police officer. And it's like you're dismissed.
They'll probably ask Earl to fly the plane, Blaine.
Right.
My dad actually got. My dad's 88, and he's still recovering from a stroke he had in 2018, and he got juried. I said, no, he's 88. You gonna do that? No.
That's crazy, ain't it? That they would even ask him.
They still make you show up and then turn you down once you get there.
Well, I filled out the paperwork that he was not going to be there, and I sent it off. I haven't heard anything back, so.
$10 an hour or $10 a day.
Yeah, that's all they offered to pay my wife, $10.
Jeez.
I think we trying to get rid of Earl here or something.
They're trying to shoot me out, ain't they, Larimore?
We're gonna have a hillbilly world tour.
We're gonna make a GoFundMe account and collect money and send him everywhere.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? That'd be cool.
And then
He's got to collect money. He just has to go down into the Powerball.
I was about to say, the way he's winning all these little contests, we can send him to each state, each country with all these different lotteries and go win money for us.
Say, go get the Powerball, Earl.
Yeah. You find out just how my luck really goes then.
Hey, Earl, when you win that Powerball, don't forget your buddies.
Hey, if I ever have any money, I'd never forget my buddies.
You see what Silver Gorilla said? Hillbilly World Tour would be awesome.
It would be. It would be.
Northern Ireland first.
Me and Lee could open for you.
Amen. Yeah, we'll go to Northern Ireland first.
That's right.
Hey, it's free to dream.
Hey.
That's
we
right.
could do it. We could do it. And then then you get the sponsors on board, right? So you just say, this flight is brought to you by Lufthansa, or whatever airlines that sponsor
Whatever
your
they pay us
segment
to
of the show.
say.
Yeah, right. That's me. This broadcast is brought to you by Marlboro Menthol Black, causing
Kool-Aid.
cancer for 30 years. So, and Kool-Aid, yeah, and Kool-Aid, and grape Kool-Aid.
There you go.
Let the Dixie Chicks sing the theme song, Goodbye Earl. They're just the Chicks now. They dropped the Dixie because they had to be politically correct. They're woke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
Let
It's
me
a
just
true
bite.
statement.
Let me just bite my tongue.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
believe it.
I got so mad. Well, I don't know if mad, disappointed. When it comes to the point that you're a band and a famous band and you change your name, even Lady Antebellum changed their name. It's like, really? Who are you going to offend that listens to your music?
Hey, speaking of
Okay.
Can I just say,
musicians,
ladies, to shave off the beard?
speaking
Hey,
of
that's
music,
his beard brush. He can't shave that off.
Yeah, no, he needs to go back to full Freddie Mercury.
Oh, talking
Oh,
about Lee.
he's talking to Lee there.
speaking of musicians and singing in the world tour, I got something right here for Earl.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, don't embarrass me.
Down in South Louisiana, yes indeed. A man down there's got some honey and bees. He calls it Kodiak. Yeah, Kodiak. Down in South Louisiana, calls it Kodiak.
Oh, then you got to pay mine now.
Thank you there, Earl.
I was hoping.
Thumbs
You're
up,
welcome,
Earl.
brother.
Thumbs up.
So,
You got mine
It's me
queued up?
being goofy.
I can't remember. What was the name of it? You remember the name of the video?
Walker Bees.
Excuse me. I got to find it in the.
Walker B. Ranch Blues.
Yep.
Walker Bee Ranch, down in South Carolina. Got honey and bees. Yeah, they're real fine. He's a Navy vet. And make sure he knows. Like and subscribe to all his videos. Walker B. Ranch. God bless you and God bless you, baby, brother.
Tell you what,
That's some
I-
foot tapping. I like it.
I love them. I love it. You've done so many though. You've done. He did the one for.
Poor bad
Dirt
bees.
Rooster, I believe, was first.
He did California Beekeeper, and it was in Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
To
I
La
changed
Bamba,
the
right?
Bamba. Yeah, I changed the words to the bomb.
Beekeeping with Natalie.
Yeah, I
Now
wrote
the
her
one, what was the Bob Seger hook?
That was probably some of the best words that worth singing I've ever done.
Beekeeper.
Yeah, Ian Stepler.
Yes, that was a good one.
Well, thank you. I
I
like the
challenge
words,
you
but
out for Mana Bee Juice.
I
You gotta
need some
do
of
one
that
for-
for Mana Bee Juice. Well, I'll make one. That's going to be a hard one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I think he
Challenge
can do it. Though.
accepted.
He'll do it tomorrow. You'll
Has
have
to
a
be
video.
juicy.
It'll come out.
Has to be juicy.
Has to be
Challenge
juicy.
accepted.
He'll have one. Watch it'll come out tomorrow
Look
sometime.
forward to it.
He's already putting it together in his mind.
Well, y'all have embarrassed me to death, and made
And
me
I
feel
will,
really
as I said before, there's a bed here for you whenever you come over to Ireland.
awesome, brother, and I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Not at all. Not at all.
Let me see. Man, you got a lot of videos on there, Earl.
Really?
Well, don't be too embarrassed, Earl. Hey, I'm here because you encouraged me. I'm sitting here on the stream, on the live.
Well, good. That's
Where
awesome to know.
I was afraid to. I've been struggling with it, but here I am. I said I'm just going to jump in and do it.
That's all you
what I
gotta
say.
do,
All
yeah.
you can do is try it.
Trying to.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you finally came on. That's awesome.
Me too. Me too. Now maybe I could make some videos in front of the camera. If you notice, go to my YouTube. I'm behind the camera.
Got
I'll
to
try
flip
to
that.
keep
Sarah,
up with
I
you.
am
my neck
exactly
down
the
on
same.
most of my videos.
No offense to your husband, but for some reason, the female beekeeper channels have tons more subscribers than the male beekeeping channels.
I've noticed that, but there's
Wonder why that
also a
is.
reason. I mean,
Yeah, you just have to be yourself.
I know what it's like when you get out there, when you put the video out. It's hard to put yourself on the video.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing everybody in the world can look at it.
That's what I said. I've had people ask me, I mean, how do you get started? I really don't know. All I can tell you is hit record. Even if you don't like the video, you don't
Right.
have to post it. Just
All
get
right.
used to talking to that camera.
I'm
That's
gonna
'cause
take you
you're
with
Freddie
me.
Mercury.
Watching
Just-
Bob have that cigarette. I gotta go have a cigarette.
Oh, I just put mine out.
Look, my dad, he makes this artwork. Hang on.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I like that.
And I got my pollen chart up here.
That's
Is that?
neat.
See, that's also what you get from that smoking that that cough.
Yes, I've tried to quit so many times, but
I always call it a pause. It's a pause. when
I'm
I
not gonna
stop.
lie. I still vape, but come September the 15th, it'll be 3 years since I've had a cigarette.
Wow.
that's a win.
And I still
I've
have,
tried the vaping and I just don't like it.
Yeah,
I still
always
have
get
the
a
last
mouthful
pack
of
of
oil.
cigarettes that I bought on the side of my lunch bag. I take them to work with me every single day. Got
Oh, yeah.
three left in it.
Well, if you want to break yourself, smoke one of them after 3 years on the side of your lunch break.
That was the idea behind it. Anytime I ran out of cigarettes before, I could have just put my last one out. It's like, oh, I need another one right now. I'm out. I got to go to the store. So I said, as long as I keep those 3 in that bag, I'm never out of cigarettes. But if I get that craving for one, smoke one of those old ones, and I guarantee I won't want another.
Well, see,
Oh,
and it's
that-
weird because I like the smell of a freshly lit cigarette. It's like chocolate or something.
I used to
Yeah.
like it, but once I quit smoking, I can't hardly stand the smell of it now.
I've been smoking since I was an embryo. My mom, back when we were little, you didn't have all these parental advisories, right?
Yep, hit
Yeah.
record, Houston. That's right.
That's it.
Hey,
Just
Houston.
My
Just-
problem is though I delete it after I record it.
I don't.
Well, that's what I said before. Even if you don't post it, just hit record and get used to the camera.
Yep.
So just
I
do
know.
lives.
I
Well,
used to
can
have
I
all the
say-
best ideas. I had the best ideas until I hit that record button and I would draw a blank. I couldn't think what to say.
That's my problem too.
But I would still hit record and look at the camera and I'd finally think of something and just keep talking. Even though I didn't post it, it just got me used to it.
What were you
I'm
going
a
to say,
big-
Phil?
Bob, can I say I have a very similar problem to yourself with the heart.
Yeah.
Smoking probably
terrible
isn't
for
the
it.
best
It's terrible for it.
thing for it.
Every time
Um,
I go to the VA, they try to put me on patches, and every time they put me on patches, I end up in the emergency room.
And
So-
I am in the very same boat where I don't know where you're the same thing, but I enjoy a glass of wine in the evening, which probably isn't the same thing. It's probably not good for it, but
But
I don't drink anymore.
I don't drink very often, but I do.
Go listen
Occasionally.
to Tom McDonald. I don't drink, and you'll know why.
I used to, but I ain't
don't
had one in
drink.
years.
DC said he quit 12 years ago. I don't
That's
miss
good.
them at all.
One
no,
day at a
I
time.
don't see anything wrong with having a drink.
Mhm.
I don't-
Well, if you
I don't
can't,
drink.
I can't stop at one though, and that's
That's the problem. I mean, I've never. My dad was an alcoholic, so I've seen all of the bad stuff. So I just never had that urge to want to drink to excess. Well, when I was in the military, I did drink to excess on occasion, but I really just never had that problem of being able. Now, not with cigarettes. Cigarettes is obviously I can't stop, but with alcohol, I've been able to just. It's
Don't
just
drink
totally
any
opposite.
less either.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less.
I find that I can have a beer every now and then, and I'm okay. But I have to stay away from the hard stuff, the liquors, your higher proof wines,
Oh.
stuff like that. If I take a little, I want it all.
Me and whiskey will start a fight in an empty room. I can't do it.
Jeez, I've
Rob.
opened up the whole bloody.
Rob says sometimes the wind blows and I end up smoking myself instead of the bees.
Mm.
Hey, I wouldn't have any problem. People wouldn't complain at me about not using my smoker if I just smoked and blew menthol on them.
Call it a treatment.
Yeah, it's menthol treatment for the bees.
Well, they had
Yeah.
the old style hats with the pipes out of the.
Yeah, they
You
were
could-
talking about that yesterday. Those pipes
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted one of those.
where you plug the hole and it blows the smoke out instead of. I guess
You got the veil with the pipe out of the veil.
right. You
like-
just smoke them.
What was it back
So
in
you
the
think the
1800s?
smoking's worse than the drinking, or?
I was a bigger drinker before I was 21. I was in the army and used my. Yeah, that's the same thing. Drinking age when I was in the military was still 21, but very loose rules on the base, right? You had your buddy go buy the beers and then they bring them back to the table and then.
It
Nobody
used to
said
be 18 here, I believe, until 9. Well, let's see. Must have been around 2000, 2001. They changed it to 21.
If you can go over and get shot at, you ought to be able to buy and drink anything you want to.
Right. Alcoholics go to meetings. Beekeepers just go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
we got to
sure.
catch these lives. I know.
I'm a bee junkie. I admit it.
Oh, I was giving you grief yesterday, Phil. You
Why?
were sending me those. You got to go live emails, and then we went live yesterday, and you weren't there.
Oh,
He sent me a message earlier. He was watching.
You do lives at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is
All right,
when I'm.
make yourself feel better any way you need to, Phil.
Bitch.
He's gonna do this to us again.
Yeah.
You give me back now. I'll give it to you, Bob. Don't you worry.
I was feeling terrible, and I was getting these emails. Go live.
It's
Don't
a read
get too
between
big
the
for your
lines.
boots. Don't get too big for your boots. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just not feeling good.
You know, Bob, I have the same problem you have.
And do you get that way too, where it's just like, ugh?
I do, yes. And yesterday was one of those days where I just thought
No energy at
I-
all.
I
None.
just cannot be bothered doing anything.
And I get that way sometimes.
I felt for you. I really did.
And we try to do them. I mean, as much
And
as
we
can.
are. I mean, I'm 49 this year, so I'm not
Me
that
too.
far away from you.
You're right behind me.
Yeah.
I'll be 52 in today's the 17th. On June 7th, I'll be 52.
well, happy
So-
early
June the
birthday.
1st.
Are
June
you
the
June the
1st, I'll be
1st?
49. Yep. Turn
See?
49, June the 1st.
So you're just under 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yep. Same age as Phil.
I'm closer to 50 than I was to 40.
Yeah.
I would never ask a woman her age. Women don't give that up too easy.
I look a little older with a gray.
And Lee is he's still pretending he's 44 or 43.
Actually,
whatever.
I'll be 44 in September.
Yeah, that's okay, Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We believe
Bullshit.
you.
That's why I said I
Bullshit.
look older with the gray though.
That
Bullshit.
gray tells the real story,
Okay.
don't
We
it,
believe
Phil?
you.
I got a lot
I'll
of
just
gray
say
for my
I'm
age.
40 plus shipping and handling. There we go.
Yeah.
The
I got all my gray hair. I got it cut short right now.
How old are
How
you,
old are
William?
you, William?
I'm
Do
not
what?
covering mine up because I earned every one of them. I'm showing them off.
There you go.
Amen.
How old are you, William?
I'm 32.
You're
Well-
you're still a baby.
I don't really have gray hair on my head, only in my beard.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of gray on the sides here.
We're babies. Steve says I was drinking when y'all was born.
Yes,
Drink
until you're-
yes,
if you're
Grammy,
gray at
proud of
32.
every year.
Think what you're going to be like it.
My wife swears I'm
49.
8. I think it's funny. I still get carded here for cigarettes. Well, we have to card people. I'm like, I've got kids old enough to buy alcohol. You know?
Yeah.
See, I know all the cashiers, so they already know me. They know. And sometimes I have to do for the camera, though.
And they still ask me, what kind of cigarettes you get? I get them here every time I get them. You guys, everybody knows what I get. Randy says he's 66.
I got a 21-year-old, 20-year-old, and a 17-year-old.
My youngest is 23. So
My
I got
youngest is
5 boys
25.
and 2 grandkids.
My youngest 21, 22.
Are you Papa Earl?
Yeah, sure am.
I don't
I
have
got a
any.
grandson and a granddaughter, and I'll probably blow up the whole world for them two. I love them so much. It's ridiculous how much you love your
Your
grandkids.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
age
have
are you?
6.
You have 6?
grandchildren.
I don't have
Really?
any yet.
Awesome.
My kids better get hot.
I don't
Yeah,
have any
it's
as
amazing
well,
when your
Bob.
grandchildren are. I mean, you think you love your kids when they're born. Yeah, they're awesome, but with grandkids,
It's,
whole nother world.
you can spoil them and send them home.
Yep.
Earl, what age are you?
I'm same age as you. I turned 49 in June.
And you're a granda.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's what I said.
I'm 43 now. I got one grandchild that just made a year old in March.
Holy shit.
We know how lucky Earl is. He don't miss.
You know?
That's why I got 5 boys.
There you go.
Well, I got one boy. That's
Yep.
funny.
Think
And
my
all
oldest
the girls are taller than him. He's like the runt of the litter.
I got a
The Lord
girl.
didn't
and
bless
two
me
boys.
with any girls except for my granddaughter.
Well, I'm thinking we're all the same. I have 2 boys.
The
Two girls and one boy.
Good mix.
Wow. Probably no
Yes.
fighting ever at your house, is there?
Only just like all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say only every day.
right.
It's the younger two. The younger two are monsters. So
Well, hopefully they'll come out of it.
But you got the little minions though in the yellow beekeeping suits.
Yeah, those are cool, man. I like watch
Yeah, I
those
like
when you
those.
put that video out.
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty cute.
And hopefully they'll keep up with it. You keep them in the mix, and like you said, have them indoctrinated into the beekeeping lifestyle.
Yeah, we got
Oh yeah, they're
lady
homeschooled, so the
also.
odds are good.
Hey, salty bee lady.
Howdy.
The,
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I just wanted
just
to.
win and run. I'm just here to
Yeah,
win and run.
Just win and run, Earl. That's-
I'm here
it's
the whole
good
time,
seeing you
man.
Anyway.
You know
Hey.
I'm always here, Bob.
God bless you and your bees.
And God bless you all and your bees, man. And thank you so much for. Yeah, I love it. I'm tickled to death.
Hey,
Couldn't
Earl.
be happier.
Phil's waving over there.
Earl, text me your address again.
I sure will, brother. I sure will. I'll do that as
And
soon as I get off here.
All right, and I'll get that over to them so they can ship it out tomorrow or the next day.
Love you, Phil. Y'all have a good night.
Love you too, Earl.
Have a great
Good,
day.
bro.
All right. So now that Earl's gone, we can talk about beekeeping again.
Really?
That's what I was about to ask. What's next for everybody's yard?
Oh my gosh. Well, my husband was just building boxes. I'm planning on next month. We're going to be married 25 years. So I hope to have 25 hives this year. I'm already up to 20.
There you
Oh,
go.
you got that. You just go
So-
split 5 off tomorrow and be good. Right
Well,
as
it's supposed
rain.
to rain tomorrow, so I can't do it tomorrow, but I'm going to do it soon.
How long have you been keeping bees, sir?
This is my 4th year. I started in 2019. It was Christmas 2018. My husband bought me the hive. And 2019, we got a package from, what was it? Mountain Sweet Honey in Georgia. And this was before I knew that you could catch swarms. And now that's all I like to do is catch
Really?
the
Catch
swarms.
swarms? I don't.
I've been handing out. I made a business card, and I've been handing. If you see a swarm, call me. If you see a swarm, just tell me. I'll come get them.
Yeah, my bees are outside. They're bearding. I've been pretty successful on getting them to go back in by either adding a box on top or just giving them some more ventilation so that heat rises a little bit more.
Well, I have one that was bearding. What was it, about 4 days ago? The next day, it swarmed.
Really? It was bearding and then just took off on you?
It was bearding, and then the next day, it swarmed, and it went too high in the tree, and I wasn't going to break my neck for him, so I just let him go. But yeah, they were bearding real good, and well, I took the bottom cover, the bottom board out to let the screen ventilate a little bit, give them some air, and
So
they went back in that way, and then but the next day they were gone.
Now, did you have any queen cells or anything in there when you
Oh
went?
yeah, yep, they were all hatched. So I'm just
I
waiting
had
for
the
them
same
to.
thing, Sarah. So
I haven't edited or posted the video yet, but that big swarm from my hives that went up in the tree, I had to use a 16-foot ladder, 3 climbing sticks, which they're just like segments that you carry with you and wrap a string around the tree. It's for hunting. I do a fair amount of hunting, and then I climbed branches just to get up to where I could get to it with a pole.
Now, see,
That's how high in the tree it was.
I would have fell out of the tree.
I just bought a new pole here a while back to reach higher. It'll reach the pole by itself will telescope out to 30 foot.
I have not seen any chalkbird yet.
Me neither.
The problem I had with the pole though when I did get him in the pole is it bent like a fishing rod. I mean, because there's so many bees in it.
They're heavy, yeah.
Yeah, and
You wouldn't think they are, but they are.
And this was a really large swarm too.
Trails End said, "I got my first swarm of the year today. Unfortunately, they were mine." That's a good thing. They just naturally split themselves. You got them. You got them. That's a good thing.
I still look at it as a win.
I only had one swarm this year, and out of a nuke to another nuke to a bucket that I caught and put it back in the nuke, and then they absconded. So I lost that one.
If you get a good sized swarm, they ought to build some comb for you if you're needing comb.
And that swarm that I caught on my birthday, I put a sheet down so that we could find the queen. And I noticed little glistening, like nectar drops. I said, "What?" No, they were the wax scales. They were ready. I mean, and they already started building in the box before I put them in the nuke box.
If you look at them, like if they start bearding on the outside of your colony, you can see those scales a lot on there too. So I try to limit that because if they're outside, they're not inside working, right? They're outside chilling out, and we need them getting to work. Let's see. Swimming pool poles work great. Yep. And let's see that. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep up with comments. But
what I use is one of those extendable poles for painting. That's what I use.
Did you put a bucket on the end, or did you use put a piece of brood comb on it?
I've used a bucket before, but what I used for this big swarm was a net that I made.
I've seen people use those those mesh laundry bags, the collapsible ones,
I got a
same
swarm
principle.
bag.
and it zips
somewhere.
on the top like the laundry bag. So they just shake it into that bag and zip them in, and they got the whole swarm in the laundry hamper. I don't know how
Yeah,
it
the one
holds up.
That's how
The
they
one I
do it in
made's the-
Japan.
They catch
There's a channel called Natural Beekeeping, Japanese beekeeping, and they use a net. Of course, they have a different hive system too, but I just think it's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm all about trying to learn what other people are doing and how they do it. Let me see. I have got 2 swarms this year. One was mine from a nuke. I split from Blythewood bees. Was packed out. Couldn't find the queen. The other was huge, but not from my yard. Yeah, the nukes I got from Blythewood Bee Company, those things they're my best honey producers this year. The ones I just put in a month ago, they're like killing it over there. Just drawing comb and they all had swarm cells in them when I opened them up. They had been in the Pro Nuke so long, and I just crushed them all. And if I couldn't find the queen in them, or after a week or so they didn't have any eggs, I just requeened them. But
So you think you're gonna get a harvest off of those then, Bob?
Oh, I know I am. I've got 4 nukes or 4 supers on one of them.
Wow.
It's drawn out, and the other one that I couldn't get to go up into the supers that I did the Demaray on. I haven't been all the way down into the brood box since I did it, because I'm going to do that live on Thursday. But the piece of comb that I put in the top, in the middle, the foundation, they're drawing that out already. I mean, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be a fruitful colony as well.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm struggling with right now, is just not having drawn comb, because I've expanded so much.
I have the same problem, and they're using their nectar they're bringing in to help draw the comb out, right? So,
but they brought in so much nectar last week that they're putting it in the wrong spots. I mean, they don't got anywhere to park it.
Right.
So.
And that's why I ended up doing the Demaray, because they just didn't have any room. The queen couldn't lay anymore because it was just packed. She had 9 frames of brood, and some in stores. There was nowhere else. She was just chilling. She was on vacation. So we changed that up. Yeah, raisin hails, I've seen that too, where they take the pole with the 5-gallon water bucket, or the water jug that they cut the bottom off, so they could bump the bees down into the water jug, and then empty it in the box. Look at Phil falling asleep on us.
DC said check the pallet cars when they're running down the road with oversized loads that are tall. They'll use them to push power poles out of the way, and then just to check the height on stuff.
Pilot car supplies.
Those are probably rigid, yeah.
They're probably made out of like a fiberglass or something.
Yeah, that's probably fiberglass, because most of the time they'll use them to push electrical lines up out of the way when moving a house or something.
Yeah. Phil, do you need to go to sleep, man?
It is 3:15 now.
Well, we won't hold it against you, man. If you got to go get some sleep.
No, that's the only chance I get to be in with you guys. So,
well, we appreciate you for sure. I just don't want you falling asleep, and then we're gonna blow you up big.
Yeah, you see me nodding off.
And we're gonna make you the thumbnail for the video.
Lee's gonna get Photoshop, and he's gonna draw stuff on your forehead.
Yeah.
Like they did to Howard on the Big Bang Theory, Fruit Loops.
Right. Did they give him like Harry Potter glasses?
Yes.
They need to shave the beard to do the full.
The Freddie Mercury.
So we don't.
Now that wasn't like an insult, Lee. That was more of a compliment, because that video, that it just struck me. He looks like Freddie Mercury.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But it threw me off. You were the first one that said that, and then Phil said it, and then Mike at Coon Lake Ave said it yesterday. And I'm looking in a mirror, like I don't see it.
It was
you don't see it?
It was the
Oh,
angle in the
God.
video.
It
It's
is
right now you don't look like Freddie Mercury, but it was the angle in the video for like a split second, and I was like, "That's Freddie Mercury."
And he didn't have a beard; he just had the mustache, right?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it was just the mustache.
All right. So Grammy's midwife has a question: how do each one of you store drawn comb? Mostly, I've seen freezers used, and some in stored boxes.
I only had like 4 frames of it last year, and I stored it in the freezer. But I'm probably going to store it in the box with the lid in my
Lead.
garage, maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I used a paramoth. I'll stack about 9 or 10 medium supers up, put a feeder shim on top with a paper plate, and I put about a cup of paramoth in it. Put a lid on it, and the scent goes all the way down through there. It keeps any moths out.
And
Do not
somebody
use
said
styrofoam.
put an LED light, and the moths will stay out of it.
Yeah, they don't like light.
I've
Now, I did buy some lights that I am going to mount in my storage. I just happen to have everything right here close.
okay, Frederick. I mean Lee.
That reminds me.
Mr. Frederick Dunn.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
everything right there.
I've got 4 of these I'm going
Frederick
to mount on
Mercury.
each corner in the room.
Frederick Mercury.
I'm going to mount these on each corner of the room, and they're 30-watt red LED lights.
Hey,
If it's brewed,
Let
better
us
put
know how that
paramoth on it,
works.
David says. Last year I was running doubles and triples, so I was just letting the bees mainly keep it. The honeycomb that I pulled out, I didn't harvest until winter, so I left it on there. It was like December, January before I pulled off the extra honey, so I really didn't have to store it that much. And then it was spring, and I basically did the Mike Berry method of just stacking it outside where the sun was on it, so the moss and stuff wouldn't get in it. But this year I'll probably use paramoth. And Phil doesn't have that problem yet.
What would y'all think about trying to put them in the rhino tubs?
What problem?
Storing honeycomb, storing
Nope.
comb.
What is a rhino
Honeycomb,
tub?
you don't have to
Is that
worry
a-
about it too much. It's that brood comb that the wax moths really want to try to get
First
in.
year, so
I'm gonna tell you what. This is a true story. So those black totes that have the yellow lids on them,
I got 2 of those.
I had that in my kitchen where I had uncapped it. I had all this crap from honey extraction still in my kitchen. And I just took that outside yesterday and I scraped the wax cappings the little bit of cappings I had in there into my extractor. But I noticed there was beetle larvae inside that tote that was inside my kitchen. And
Sneaky.
so I took it outside and let it get nuked solar, So I don't know, what it is. I didn't see any beetles, just larvae, and not a lot, just a little bit. But they'll find their way to it.
They will find a way.
So I don't know about the totes unless you got one that's really secure. But
If I put it in a tote, I think I would still put tape around it just to make sure. But
Yeah.
You still put the paramoth in the tote, right?
yeah, I would still want to put paramoth or something on it.
I heard someone say freeze them for 36 hours before putting them in the container. Well, I put stuff in the freezer all the time. I don't have a large freezer for my bee stuff, but if I take it out of a colony, like if I see any larvae in it, it goes in the freezer. I shake the bees off, put it in the freezer, and kill the larva, and then at that point I can put it back out and put it back in the colony, and they'll clean all the freeze-dried larvae out and go back to work on it.
Now I got a big freezer in my storage next door. It's a little over 7 foot long, but it's full of food. So I mean, I'd have to buy another one just if I wanted to freeze bee stuff.
Light
beetles
and
in
open
an egg,
area.
So
Yep.
it's all right.
Yeah, you see, I need to just move to Ireland and beekeep in Ireland.
Northern
Don't
Ireland.
quote me. I think it was Brian from Castle Highs made some racks that he could hang his frames on in his storage that would keep them in open air area.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's-
he did. I saw that.
We have
That is
Varroa,
good.
but no beetles.
No beetles. I hope you never ever get them ever.
Yeah.
we have both, but we would have a worse problem with the small hive beetles here.
Yeah, they're hard to keep out. At least with
Yeah,
with the
same.
peppermint, it is keeping them at bay. So
Do you see
Varroa's
the
hard enough
beetles?
to
They
deal
can
with.
slime your hive out, but the wax moths will really destroy your wax too. It's not going to leave
and
slime.
and the woodenware, they'll eat the woodenware up too.
They will
So,
eat holes into your woodenware.
Yeah.
In fact, while y'all talking, I'll pull up a video and show him what that looks like when they tear your frame itself up.
A lot of my frames have heavy wax moth damage because I bought them used. So
yeah, that I had that too. My first used colonies I bought had wax moth damage in it, and I had to scrape all the comb and pop all the little cocoons off of it. And
yeah, I bought
And
a whole
everything.
all this stuff at a.
I have
at
a few that are
auction.
wax moth damaged. They were found though, my father-in-law's attic from a
I do
previous
believe
tenant.
we have wax moth over here, but not hive beetles.
and they get big and fat too. Those larvae, I mean, they get really big, almost like a caterpillar.
I've never had a wax moth in a colony an active colony though.
No,
Really?
I
it's
haven't
it's always-
seen them.
I have.
always
Did you see
a-
it?
I've had them.
Dead.
I've had them on stored comb though.
Yeah.
They'll get the stored comb.
I've had them in there, and they'll leave little trails all through your comb, and then you might as well just scrape it out. I mean,
I accidentally left some. Comb in one of those pro nukes, those plastic nukes, and I had the lid on it and put it on a shelf, and then I was like, oh, I got some frames in here, and they were just, they destroyed all that wax.
I've seen
Now
a
I
trap.
had an empty one in my garage that I got a moth in, but I haven't seen them in the hive. So
Yeah, I've never seen
guess-
them in a hive with bees.
I seen David from Barnyard Bees put some bug zappers at the ends of his yard that are solar controlled. When the sun goes down, the bug zappers come on to get the to take out the wax moths at night.
I would think if you had a queenless failing colony, that was, went to laying worker or something for a while, then the wax moths would probably get in there and take them over, I would assume.
That's what
Yeah.
happened with this one here last year. I'll show you the end of the frame.
Here where it kind of ate some
Yeah.
of the bars up.
Mhm. Yeah,
different
I got
areas in
tons
here.
of frames like that.
So from now on,
Yeah, they'll definitely eat it up, and I mean it can be worse than that.
Oh yeah, I got some that are crazy.
Yeah, if it's not too badly damaged, the bees will clean it up. But what I've noticed on some of my frames, that it's like they'll clean out the section, but it's like they never go back and rebuild it. At least to this point, they haven't built it back up after they've cleaned out a spot.
Yeah, it's like they don't have no wax on those little cell walls to want to entice them to build back out.
And then if you got to put wax in there, you might as well just scrape it all off and just re-wax the thing and put it back in there.
Start over all fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting brand new Premier foundation in them.
Well, we know who's got the money, that Premier high dollar stuff.
Yeah. Well, I had to go. I bought 100 of each on the Premier, the mediums and the deeps, but I had to order some acorn just because I don't have time to clean more frames or put more frames together. So I bought some plastic.
That's
acorn
frames. And I wish Premier, and they probably will eventually come out with a plastic frame. I mean, it makes sense, really.
Yeah. I don't like them as much, but I mean, everything's got its pros and cons. You know what I mean? And the bees don't care. I mean, the bees draw out those acorn solid plastic frames without any problem.
I do get a little bit of wacky comb, and that could just be the colony. Some of them draw it out perfect, and some of them don't.
They do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what brand that Van Lake sells, but the
that right
last
cell.
year, yeah, I get a lot of wacky comb with those. But the problem I think that I'm having with those is like they've always been bowed ever since I got them. Like they were delivered with just a little bit of curvature to them.
Yeah, I've got
And
some
so
of
if you
that
don't
too.
put them all the same way, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? There'll be too much gap, and they'll build wonky comb in between there.
Yeah, they take
I'm not
advantage
gonna
of
buy
any
that
extra
crap.
space.
DC, you don't need a bucket of wax. You need you a wax melter. Then you can get the Fort Knox gold bar of beeswax. Smells good. I'll probably remelt this down though. And I got another one out there filling up. Every time I scrape something off, I just chuck it in there and let it melt into the bar.
I do that. Either I'll bring a little 1 gallon bucket with me out there every time when I'm doing something, just toss it in there, or I'll set it on top of one of the hives and I keep balling it up, and then I'll bring it back up to storage when I'm done.
I made my own wax melter. I guess I should probably do a video on that.
Definitely do a video on that.
I tried to use a hive body last year in a piece of glass, but it didn't have any metal in it at all or anything. It was just basically a box, right, with the glass on it. It didn't do anything. So when I saw that, I went ahead. I'm giving one away, Houston, when I hit 2,000 subs. We'll do a 2,000 sub giveaway for a licensed wax melter. $170 value plus shipping.
Oh wow.
So,
DC, well, DC said, just let him win that bar.
win the bar. That's 3 pounds. 3 pounds of wax. But I'm gonna be making my beard balm with it.
I was gonna do a giveaway when I get to 100 subs, but I probably just need to send it to Earl directly.
Yeah, he's gonna win anyway.
Yeah, I'm not
Earl's
bother.
gonna win it.
Why do the drawing, right? I mean, you just go send it to him. Save some time.
Earl, please pick me to win the wax melter. He's not gonna live that down. Hey, Raisin Hales, I don't even have a job, brother. That's my Bitcoin money that I got a few months ago that I'm blowing through. I'll be back at Ubering this weekend. So, and, luckily I live in a college town and the college kids use Uber a lot. So I can make money with that and sell them honey.
Look forward to throwing up in the back of the truck.
Nope. I've been lucky. Twice I've had people I had to pull over so they could throw up outside my truck. But no, I will no. And they have to pay like $250 if they get sick in your car for a cleanup.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This $250 ain't worth it.
No, it's not, because
Oh.
they're not going to throw up in your car till like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
And
that's
then who's going to want to drive home to clean your car out of vomit in the middle of the night?
and that smell hangs forever.
Well, luckily I got the rubber floor. It's not carpet, right? It's just the rubber floor. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. Nope, not doing that.
Earl will probably whip you up some sort of spray or something to get the smell out. You'll be fine.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. My beard balm is gonna be Swarm Commander scent, lemongrass scent.
Just don't put the Swarm Commander in your mouth.
Yeah, no.
I still can't believe you did it.
I can't either.
And then I'm like, dude, did you read? It says do not
Hive
consume.
Alive.
The Hive Alive, I don't think it has a warning not to eat on it though. But the Swarm, I don't have Swarm Commander on my thing though.
The best part
Mine's
is
back here.
the founder saying like, yeah, I shouldn't have to put that warning on there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that warning for me, I guess.
It's gonna be like, Lee, do not drink this.
It's like the license extract. The license extractor has no babies on the side of it. It's like, really, you have to tell somebody not to put their baby in a honey extractor?
Well,
the extractor could be like, Phil, don't stick your hands in this.
I'll tell you a funny
But
story.
I just wanted to extract all that sweetness from her.
Yeah, that's for Phil.
Hey, I'll tell you a funny story about stuff that spins and tumbles. When me and my sister were small, we used to play hide and go seek in the house. I would hide in the dryer, and she couldn't find me.
No.
She finally realized where I was.
She just turned it on you?
I made about 2 tumbles was it, and the door popped open. Well, I have a bad back. I have scoliosis. So I always pick on her to this day, and I tell her that's why my back's messed up. She turned the dryer on. She will almost cry.
Well, back in our day, we could have a cardboard box, and it would be everything. It would be a fort. It could be a sled.
Yep.
You could spend all afternoon in a cardboard box, kind of like my cat.
Well, and the kids still like the box more than the toy.
Amen, man. Amen.
That's true. Times were good. Let me see.
Give my grandkids
the box was better than the present.
Yeah, I can't remember what year it was. Christmas. Get them this exorbitant gift, and they play with the box.
DC said, "Phil, just tell people it's a honey extractor accident." Put your hand in the spinning extractor accidentally. But the license has a security, so when you open the door, it breaks and shuts down.
Oh.
And then you have to start it back.
I work in a sawmill. You can't not work in a sawmill and
have all your
fingers.
Just tell people you got your hand stuck in the uncapper, but you found one of the fingers. So
I'm a sawmill worker.
Even I think, there's a lot of beekeepers that have box building incidents, I think, because I see a lot of, matter of fact, I don't know anybody that works too much with woodworking that isn't missing part of a digit or all of a digit, or if they've been doing it for years and years and years, You see.
It's a very select club.
Does Sawmill Charlie
all
still
you
have
guys
all his
want
digits?
to join the club,
I don't think
but
he
you
does.
just can't. It's a very select club.
It's like the Illuminati.
Yeah. You're all jealous.
I know. I'm envious. I still have all my digits.
Yep.
That means I didn't work hard enough in life.
I'm overcome with jealous rage.
About the closest thing, I was harvesting grapes on the Rhine River, and that's the closest I came. Working the field and snipping my finger.
You can't work at a sawmill and not have a finger missing.
They'd be like, "What kind of self-respecting what do you even call it, miller are you? You still have all your fingers. Go back to work.
Yeah.
Don't come back to your missing a digit."
You don't get a raise until you're missing a digit.
You know the best of it.
Right.
I'm a button pusher. I'm a program. PLC programmer. I don't even get involved in sawmills and.
That's what I mean. See, that's what you tell them. I mean, you're not even a journeyman. You still have 10 fingers. Go back.
My typing is terrible.
Thanks, Grammy. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Grammy. Good to see you.
And Lee, what time do you have to go? It's like 10:30 my time.
Yeah. 9:30 my time. Give me about 9:45. I'll be good.
Another 15 minutes. All right, we'll go another 15 minutes, guys.
I can
hang in there.
For all you die-harders.
I hadn't even ate yet. I come home, unpacked the new monitor, and hooked everything up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still got half a Jimmy John sub. And all of my jalapeno chips.
Well, I wasn't hungry.
Jimmy John's is not what it used to be. It just seemed kind of dry if you've ever had Jimmy John's.
I haven't been there in a while.
I've tried it one time. I just prefer Subway.
Because you like to eat
I
freshly.
have to feel like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
See, that's because Lee's getting that.
Sometimes I don't.
I really prefer Firehouse, to be honest with you. But Lee's getting all them sponsorship dollars from Subway. Now that Jared's in jail, Lee's the new spokesperson. They're gonna say this episode's brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. There you go.
I think my nights are giving Lee's a run for the money.
Yeah, we have a Schlotzsky's here. We have one Schlotzsky's in the whole town. They're pretty good too. Expensive, but good.
I don't know if
But I
I've
get a
ever seen.
flatbread from Shalotsky's.
They used to have that's what I was getting to, flatbread. I was about to say I thought they had a pocket, but it's flatbread. Let me see. Beekeeping question I saw come up. At Dry Cut, definitely post a video on the wax melter you built. I would like to win the one Bob is giving away, but it's already got Earl's name on it.
I was gonna say you
He's
can go see the one Bob's giving away at Earl's house if you want.
He's not gonna live it down.
Actually, you can go see it in my video. Bing. See, Earl's never gonna live that down ever. Tubby subs.
That's fine. He'll just be sitting on his pile of stuff.
Right. Well, here's the swarm trap I won that is sitting in my porch. I'm going to put it out next spring.
He's probably already won the lottery. He just hadn't told us yet, you know. He likes to hang on to his secrets for just a little while and, tease you just a little bit.
Right, give you the
Tell you
teaser.
Yeah,
That
he just hadn't
reminds
told us
me.
yet.
Speaking of swarm traps, every year we put a swarm trap in my husband's deer stand, and every year we get a swarm in it. There's one in there right now. We got to get it.
You got to go get it.
We got to get it. But I think what I'm going to do is, because he's making the box right now, take the box to the outyard, take the swarm to the outyard. That way they don't leave.
That's that swarm that the guys give me. He's like, I just got to go pull it off so I can put the swarm trap back, but I got to put it in a box, and then we got to swap it out of my box to your box so I can have my equipment back because I don't have enough equipment. So
Well, one of my swarm traps last year at Renee's work, she works at a little cafe about 3 miles up the road. I caught 3 swarms in 3 weeks in the exact same box, in the same position. Put it down there this year, hadn't had one bee on that one.
Well, DC said, see, what we don't know is Earl owns the whole mountain.
My swarm traps are full of ants this year. I mean, I only checked 2 of them. Yeah.
Earl for president. I bet he can figure this country out. I bet. Don't you guys have Justin Trudeau up there?
Well,
that's Larimore. That's not LaGrange. See, I got to get my glasses on, guys. But I look too nerdy. No, I'm just kidding.
You're a pretty easy act to follow. What are you trying to say?
Oh, well, my glasses. See, I got
about people wear glasses.
I wear glasses. I just don't have them on.
I wear them too, but I'm nearsighted. I only need them to see them far away.
Well, give yourself another 5 years, and you'll have the near sight, far sight thing like I do. Bifocals.
I've got the bifocals. I don't like them. I do the
Nerd Master Bob. That's right. That's my rap name, Nerd Master Bob. Actually, I prefer to go by Notorious B.O.B. But yeah. So, guys, I would like to say someone else won, but Earl did it today. But guess
Earl
what? He can't win again.
Nope.
So
no, but he'll tell us who's gonna win.
Yeah, he'll ruin it for you next week. But so everybody after the stream, as soon as we get off here in like a minute or so, go over, give the thumbs up on Lee, thumbs up on my channels, and write a comment in the actual comments, not on the chat. And I'm directing my screens, and you'll be entered to win for next Tuesday.
And make sure you subbed on both.
Yeah, make sure you subbed on both. You know what?
And you said that was in Phil's channel and Dry Cut's channel, right? Those were
Right. And also go to Phil's and Dry Cuts and tell them to send you a licensed wax melter. Enter to win the licensed wax melter on Dry Cut's channel for next week's giveaway. No, don't do that because
go to my live chat.
Go to William's live stream.
Yeah, type in my live chat. Yeah, get entered for a chance to win.
Well, I just gotta say, I appreciate everyone in the chat. I appreciate you, Bob and Lee, for doing these live streams. You guys are so entertaining, and I appreciate all the information that you guys bring so much. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you coming in. It's
Sarah, love you.
Yep.
Thank you.
I tell you what, it's sometimes hard to go all the time, and you guys coming on makes it so much easier to.
We can
to
only do
talk.
so much in the B yard each day, and you kind of run out of certain things to talk about after a while, unless y'all are here asking different questions, comments, and that's what helps out.
Yep, and it makes it entertaining. I think people come for the knowledge, right? That's why you're originally coming for the beekeeping, the topic, but most people stay around for the personality.
Yeah.
You know, if we were all just monotone and sitting
Thank you,
here like
Silver
this,
Gorilla. Thank you.
then people wouldn't stay very long. But you know, here we are 2.5 hours in. We still have 27 people. I saw over 40 people were watching at one time, and
well, and we all still have so much to learn. I mean, nobody's going to know it all.
no, and
So
that's the thing. I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything.
I love learning. I really do. It's a joy. This journey of beekeeping is just amazing. I'm just glad I'm on it.
That's like you were saying. I mean, it's a joy to learn.
Either.
If you know everything, you lose the joy in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's about being a community.
Yeah. The
Beautiful
community. DC said, "Yeah, when there's less people, we have to pick on Bob more." It's a true story. It is a true story.
Well, we do our best.
You know what we didn't do tonight, which we might need to do right now at the end, is yesterday's live stream. I said, find small beekeeping channels you guys like so we could raid them and give them some extra boost, right? We did it with Gunline last week and a few other people. Anybody got one that we need to go hit up? Put it in the chat and we'll go hit the subscribe on them. You guys know of anybody? Dry cut, okay. No, I'm just kidding. How many dry cut? How many do you got now?
42, I believe.
Really? I thought you had more than that. All right, so Dry Cut Homestead, number 1.
But
I'm subscribed to Dry Cut.
Speaking about giveaways, though, when I get to 100, I am going to give away a hive tool, but I'm going to make the hive tool,
Awesome.
like with my
nice.
forge. So when
Awesome.
I say a handmade hive tool, I mean I'm literally going to make it with my forge.
And Lee is so chatty, doesn't give Bob a chance to talk. Yeah, that's me. Lee. Hey, Lee is doing stuff behind the scenes. You see him typing right now? He's busy. You notice he's the one pulling everything up and throwing links out there and stuff. I got to fill the dead air. That's what I do.
I got 3 monitors worth of stuff going on.
And so when Dry Cut gets to 100 subs, he's giving away a hive tool. So definitely go over there and sub. Do it now.
I'm already subbed. There you go.
Throw the link. There's the link. Go get them. And for Mana, you need to get the. See, every time I say that, I feel like I'm saying it like, what's his name?
You're forcing it. You're forcing it too much.
Yeah, but I feel like what's the comedian that does The Spy Who Shagged Me and all of that? Wayne's World.
Oh, Mike Myers.
Michael Myers. That's what I feel like when I say it. That's what I feel like it's too much, right?
Just relax.
Fermana.
And get it at the end.
Fermana. I'll practice it. I'll have it squared away for the next live stream, maybe. and get Fermana Bee Juice channel. Sarah, we need to do Sarah's channel while she's on here.
Pulling it up right now.
The last time I checked, I had 204 subscribers.
209 right now.
Oh, thank you.
I need to make sure.
Sarah's now, the other day, I think it was when your Springer show hit, I lost a subscriber. But after that, I gained 2, so it was all good.
Oh, well, I apologize. You know what? Bobby's Bee has been in this chat like every single week, and he just subscribed to me yesterday.
I think he just said it on mine yesterday that he subbed too.
But you know, I just subbed to you. Sarah, and I
thank
would have
you.
swore that I was before, but obviously I
Maybe
wasn't. So.
maybe YouTube unsubscribed you for you. I don't know. They've been doing that to different channels lately.
It's probably just my oversight. I try to get everybody.
Every once in a while, I'll have a sub just unsubscribe.
All right, so
I'm not usually on days that I post videos though. So you're like,
Harris
what did I do?
Gilbert.
Like, was it something I said? Did I have a
didn't do
booger?
Harris Jobert, Joubert, and definitely tell them you're coming from over here, because then what tends to happen is they end up coming to check the stream out.
Yeah.
So Harris Jobert with Sleepy Creek Apiaries. How many subs does he have?
Is there a way to see like who will
414.
sub to you, or do you just have to kind of see when it happens?
Well, you can through your studio, but the problem is some people have that information hidden, so you can only see some.
Yeah, it'll only show you the
'cause
ones
every
that are
once in a while,
publicly
every once in a
showing
while
their
I'll get a
name.
notification that somebody
Joubert.
subscribed, but not every time.
Yeah, if you go to your dashboard and then scroll down, it'll say subs, and you can click on that, and you can organize it by date, how many subs each person has. But like I said, it only shows the ones that are publicly subbing to anyone.
Oh, Bobby, is that why I actually did go down a sub and then back up a sub. So that's probably what it was. He probably unsubscribed and then resubscribed.
I don't know if I can send it to you while I'm
Let's
in
see.
the stream.
And
You want to say hi to everybody? And he said no.
No.
Hey,
Hubby said no. He doesn't want to say hi yet, but
Well, we're going to
everybody-
say hi anyway. Hi.
Everybody said hi to you.
Friday the 13th Swarm popped up in my feed, Sarah.
Even the Irishman that keeps giving everybody the finger said hi.
Yeah, that Friday the 13th swarm, put it in a box and it left.
That's the one that left?
Yeah. But we got the one in the woods in the swarm trap that makes up for it. So it's all good.
Boone's Bees. I think I'm already subscribed to Boone's Bees.
I think I got him already too. Sarah, you just went up 6 subs in the last 2 minutes.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I'm.
That's thank you in Japanese.
Let me see. Copy.
Nihongo o benkyou shitaimasu. I've been learning Japanese. Oh, Salty Bee Lady said, hi, Sarah's husband.
Is the So what are you using to learn Japanese?
Japanese from zero. Misa. Japanese ammo. Misa des. Japanese launch. Just YouTube.
Boone's Bees has 94 subs. I just dropped the link so we can give them a boost.
Oh, yeah, I was about to
check
ask you
them
what
out.
link that was.
That was Boone's Bees, the last one I dropped.
Okay.
Which is funny because, again, that's another one I've watched, and it's showing that I wasn't subbed to him. But I am subbed now. Let me see. Well, cool. All right, and that brings us to the end of this evening because Lee's got to get his beauty sleep, or otherwise he's going to go back to Freddie Mercury status.
I need a lot of that beauty sleep.
And Phil popped out and popped back in. Phil, we're just signing off, brother.
That was good to see all the way from Ireland.
Yes.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
I stand
Northern
corrected.
No. Apparently, it's a big deal.
It is.
It is a big deal.
Lee.
Goodbye, Phil.
Thanks, Stone.
I don't know if we're doing this. I don't know what are we doing here.
You have to get it right.
Hang
The
on.
special Phil gang sign.
Live long and prosper.
See, now we know who the nerds are.
I am a geek. I'm not a nerd.
Geek.
That's what Phil was
Right.
trying to do this whole time. We thought it was hostility, but it was actually just a bunch of love.
It's
Bunch of love.
You want us to live long and prosper. That's so sweet, Phil. I knew you were a softie.
he was not even gonna. He's too tired. He's like, I don't have time for your games tonight. I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
hope
hope-
everybody has a
I'm
good
still here.
night, and thank everybody for
still-
joining in.
Yes, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for having me.
I'll
Look,
come
there's-
back anytime.
B Rad
All right.
showed up. Good night, B Rad.
Night, Cajun. Oh,
Every-
and by the way, about the Yabba Dabba Doo thing, I did make a comment, but I deleted it because I thought you were in
Oh.
on it. I thought you were in
Oh,
on it.
that's not even.
Hey, but if
Say-
you notice, she brought it back up.
Yep, she just
I'm
ripped
sorry,
that wound open.
I'm sorry. I had to say
She
sorry.
can't. Yeah, she can't stop thinking about it. It's just.
It's been eating at me. I got 3 more gray hairs over it.
Y'all have a good night, and don't forget to leave comments, that thumbs up, and sub to
Oh
both
my
channels,
gosh.
and we'll get y'all entered in the drawing.
All right,
Uh,
I'll see you guys next time.
I hope nobody takes my sense of humor seriously because I mess around all the time.
We all got to have a little fun.
You'll be able to tell in your subscriber count there, William.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you on.
Just to unsubscribe.
Right.
Please
I
don't
hated him
watch
so
this
much.
back.
I subscribed and I just wanted to unsubscribe to him, but I hadn't subscribed yet, so I had to
Can't
subscribe to
believe people watch
unsubscribe.
this stuff.
Right. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on the next stream.
All right, good night, guys.
Hey,
Good
good
night.
night.
Night.